Well, hello, my wonderful friends. I actually, I always say this, but I did not plan on coming today. I was going to take some time and finish working on a project I was working on, but I figured I could segue for a moment. Sometimes there's things worth just addressing and shutting down or reminding people of, or you know, doing, doing. So I am going to review some allegedly with Brittany J. Now, originally, I was going to review her last night's stream. She has removed it. I was not in the position of grabbing a copy of it before she removed it, which is totally fine. I am going to use a section of Jones's, which I'm sure she probably won't care, to review a few things from last night because I want to remind people of a few things, kind of the same thing I always do. I'm going to use their words for multiple different avenues, but we're not going to just walk it that way. I got a few reminders for everybody of a few things because I think it's important for people to remember. These are the team members that are moving around and shoving narratives. Last night, I called Betty a useful idiot because she is. She will willingly push any narrative. Well, she's not the only useful idiot. We are 7 months into this case, and these people who are the main creators on one side, which again, it's sad that there is even such a thing as a side in a missing child because what we have is a missing child, and that should be just fully awareness. We don't know anybody. We have no clue what happened to Sebastian at this point in time. But in order to highlight what people do, how they flip-flop, how they maneuver through these cases, I think it's best, as usual, to use their own words. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, y'all. We're going to start outside and then we are going to go inside for this one today. I'm sorry about the wind. I didn't realize how windy it was for you guys yesterday. But I apologize. It's not windy out here today. It's just 110 degrees. So it's a little warm. Hey, Pika. Hey, Music City Mom. Hey, well, there's that. Terry Dean. Rondi, Janice in accounting. Claus, it's so good to see you. I hope you and the family are doing okay. Hey, Chopper. Oh, let's see if I can get through this as fast as I can. Hey, Zoya. Thor. Is everyone ready to get petty? We're ready to get petty, Thor. You might appreciate this one. You might. Hey, Nursykins. Hey, Truth Matters. What was that? Somebody dropped something out there. Coffee Addict. Miss Leah, good to see you. Vibrator. Steph. Aries. Steph B. Angel. Oh, Aries, I'm so sorry. Kenzie went to her ENT for a follow-up. They cleaned the clots out and everything once again. And she feels so much better today. She says once the numbing wears off, it's a little sore, but then it feels so much better. Am's been my pep talker before these streams recently. And it's so nice to like bounce stuff off somebody and be like, am I seeing things? Hey, yep. Hey, Misfit Cooter, Lindsay Lee.
So she just wants me
Terry Dean.
again,
Okay, just redo it. Okay.
She says it's obvious that's why my meds. So
Hey, Catherine.
she says it's not everybody.
Cat's Eye, Pam, Lily Polly, Smurfette.
She's pregos.
She is too.
It's not.
Hey, Revival. Hey, Sean.
It's my other one.
Hey, Emily. Hey, Chapped.
You see what I'm trying?
No, I have no idea what you're talking about. Do you need me to mute?
Yeah.
Nature Rocks. Hold on. Hey, Sheila. Sorry, Kenzie just got home from her doctor's appointment. I was gone this morning with the other one. It's been a wild couple weeks. Let's just say that. Hey, Gotcha. Hey, Stella. Forever Army, Trish. I don't know who's coming and going anymore. Hey, Michelle. Mother of two boys. Smiles. Revival, I'm going to torture you. I'm sorry. You can yell at me now. Hey, Diana. Hey, Chantel. But I think you guys are going to be proud of me. Hey, Bella. Catherine662. Good to see you. Mickey44. I'm rhyming and I'm not even meaning to. Hey, Remy. Oh, Revival, is that why she took it down? I'm going to use a section of Jones's from this morning because I didn't even know this happened. Hey, Sasha. I couldn't even talk right there. Hey, Mal. Kathy R. I'm trying, guys. Banana Pug Marigold is valid. What?
I told him something.
Okay, Kenzie wants to tell you guys something.
So I was laying in the bath because my body was hurting. And Whiskey decided to put her paws on the faucet and she fell in the bathtub. She didn't freak out as bad as I thought she would, but she freaked out just a little bit and she went to climb back on the faucet to like get out because she didn't dunk herself all the way in and she fell deeper. But she didn't get like her upper body, so like right behind her
Oh my God, that cat.
front legs. It was so funny.
That cat's just a monster. Hey, just Robin.
Her hair feels softer now.
Her hair feels softer now. Hey, Muffin Mouse. Hey, Slim. She's so ridiculous. That cat is just a mess. Hey, Toe Beans. All right. Floral Gal, Donna. Cold Case Crystal, it's so good to see you. I hope you're doing good. I've missed you. Hey, you know. Betty's bedazzled Chili's knee pads. Mimi of 8. Oh my gosh, you guys and these names sometimes just take me out. Okay. You've been petty since 10 a.m. Chapped. I love it. Hey, Pineapple.
Whiskey's crazy. What do you mean?
Homie, what's up? Hey, Chico.
She's laying at the door right now by Smush.
Steven's Adventures, Duchess.
See, Whiskey normally
Sweetie Cake.
if
Truth
I close the door,
Reigns.
she starts screaming.
Snazzy.
As soon as I open the door, she'll come in and sit on the ledge while I am in the bath. But she'll like dunk her whole tail in it.
She's doing it again.
They're talking to me.
Then message them back. Hey, CK. Hey, Evie. Evie. What am I doing? TK, Flower Nana, Eastern Girls. Oh my gosh, you guys are in here deep today. Oh, you guys are making me work for it. Hey, Queen Bella. If I missed anybody, I'm really sorry already. That poor kitty. Hey, Sunday Doodles. Kenzie over here. Lady Lindsay. Okay. I think I'm getting there. Hey, Body. Sassy Southern Witch. Kim from Michigan. Lauren. LFT. Okay, so this one is going to kind of be, it's factual, but going to be petty. Like I'm just going to tell you right up front. Like I haven't reviewed this in a while and there's a reason for it, but I'm just going to remind people of a few things. Hey, X, because I can't say your name. So everybody. Perry, it's so good to see you. I hope you're doing good. Hey, Monica, Mary F. and Poppins, Jennifer, Sammy. All right, let's roll.
Guys, tell her to get better.
Okay, so we are going to start on Jones's stream. And the reason for this is because I want to set this shit straight because she took this down. So this is all under fair use. This is from Jones's this morning. Like I said, I'm sure she won't mind. She reviewed some of Betty this morning too. But the part we're going to be paying attention to is BJ. BJ did take this down because she caused a lot of ruckus that she causes, So let's let's just roll into this and see what she has to say. And then I got a few little famous little bedazzle things to put in here with it. You know how I do things over here. Okay, you and that cat. All right. Kenzie and her cat. Smush is hanging onto the bottom of the curtains now. All right, let's go. Thank you all for joining me, by the way. I really highly appreciate everybody joining me. You guys, just so everybody knows, I'm not ignoring you. I do come back and forth between screens, but I'm on my laptop and I'm only using one device, so I don't see the comments unless I'm on the other screen. And when I'm pausing and back and forth, please don't take it as I'm ignoring any of you. I really appreciate you all being here. The chat's amazing. The mods are amazing. They hold the fort down. Have fun. Be nice. The only thing I ask is leave her family, her children out of it. Okay? There we go. Let's roll. This is, again, from Jones and Street.
Look, I only got a little over halfway through it.
I certainly don't care about what money thing to, I'm not a threat to people. So I think it's very easy for people to come after me.
Oh, sympathy. Okay, so a couple things I need to remind people of. Yesterday was the last day of the month. This is kind of a typical thing with this one, if you ask me. You know, my opinion solely. But she does this same thing, and you don't have to take my word for it. I'm going to show you an example. Joneson's going to find her spot. Hey,
email
Brandon.
that SW's mom is missing. So, yep, frog hair is fine. You didn't know? No, Soulshine. I've never heard that. I heard dog could possibly be in Tennessee. We're going to read some of Dog's posts tonight. She's okay.
Great.
Is she? Is your mama okay?
I'm going to let this play for a second while I refill my coffee.
So while she goes to fill her coffee, I'm going to speed this up. Again, this is from Jones, and I'll drop her link in the chat.
Dr. Moonshine said, I'm hanging in like a hair in a biscuit.
I'm doing that right now.
Well, that's not going anywhere, is it? Minnie, everybody. Okay. She went for a walk without her phone. Oh no, goodness gracious. SW says she has been found safe. Thank you all for your prayers. Oh, thank you, SW, for the super chat. And I'm so glad that your mom is okay. All right, I want to run something by y'all really quick. You guys know, I just listen. I don't care about what anybody else thinks about me.
Oh, really? Since when?
What I care about is what you guys think. Like, I don't care about like these people that that don't support the channel, that are on the outside, that are constantly looking for things to go at me about or go at others about. I don't care about that.
She don't care about that. Remember this right here. She don't care about that.
Give me 1 second.
They're both gone. do. I was in and out of Jones's chat this morning and watching Spanky too. Oh God. What do I do?
Sorry, I got a message. Oh, thank you, Melissa Firestone. Screwed out of $4,500 that I took a loan out to buy Margaret and I away to travel. It's complicated. What in the hell happened? Melissa, I'm dropping my email in chat. Hold on a second.
Okay, get to it.
I am so sorry, sweetheart. Email me. Let me know. Let me know what happened. So there's a couple things that this isn't really about the case so much. It's just a couple things I want to run by you guys because I heard some things today that from a live stream that happened a couple days ago.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Jesus.
Can we land the plane?
Okay. That's an absolute nightmare right there. I got it. Reality wins. Thank you. Good God Almighty. Reality wins sent me a picture of the smoke coming from that building. Good Lord.
What? For real, Kate?
That's like something out of a damn about something. There was a particular live stream that somebody did the other day. It was like the day before yesterday. The bio lab in Georgia. Yes, I grew up there. That is the actual. That is a mile. That is about that bio lab is about 3 miles from where I grew up at.
Yeah,
Conyers, Georgia is my.
That is what this is from.
That was my home. Like everything. That's where my family lives.
There's me.
That breaks my heart. Just
talking all the shit already.
See that happening in Conyers. That's everybody has a place where their roots are, and that's where mine are. So, but anyway,
get on with it, girl.
we're both like, come on.
There was a live stream that happened the other day, and they were talking about. Of course, they are talking. I Will Reality. They were talking about different channels. Y'all know how we have those certain creators who they're very sanctimonious, right? Well, it was a very sanctimonious creator who decided to go live, and I honestly think I'm an easy target because people know that I'm not going to do anything to harm them. You know what I mean? Like I'm not the kind of person to go real life. They know that I'm not going to, dox them or do anything to. I'm not a threat to people. So I think it's very easy for people to come after me. And so there was a particular live stream that came on that happened the other day.
Okay, pay attention to what she's saying here and how this is all built up, because I'm going to show you an example in a minute.
And they were talking about me with my memberships. I don't know, like there's so many horrible things happening on this platform, but they're hung up on me with my memberships.
What's
So
your name now? Now listen, they wasn't hung up on you. That's the thing, Brittany J. They wasn't hung up on you.
So I didn't catch this part of the live stream that she's referencing. This was Dietz's panel that she's referencing.
They talked about it for all of 2 minutes, if that. Now, if you took everything else that they were talking about and applied it to yourself, then that's on you, boo. But the only time you were actually referenced was with there was a couple of times, but what you're discussing right now with the memberships, like it lasted for a second. What's your name now? Deets on the motherfucking judgmental. I thought there was something after.
So what I understand out of this whole piece, because again, I wasn't there for that part of the stream, but it was Dietz, MJ, and Alex Erickson on panel having this discussion.
They're judgmental.
You'll see where we're going.
Sanctimonious street.
What do you guys about it? Because y'all all know, like I make it no secret that this is I love being here and I love doing this.
I know.
And if I didn't get paid, I would still do it because I really do feel like I've bonded with you guys. I look forward to being here with you.
Baby, no, you wouldn't. How would you still do? You would have to have an income for your house. So if you didn't do this, okay, maybe you would do it on the side, but you would legit have to go out and get a job
every night and all that. But they were like not dragging me, but talking trash about me with my memberships. Like the way that
every time anybody talks about her, it's dragging her. So might as well buckle up. Nonsense is dragging me again.
It's so crazy. Like it's not a fundraiser.
Beats on the motherfucking judgmental, more authority, sanctimonious streets.
It's not anything out of the ordinary.
Sanctimonious is the word of the week.
I'm utilizing the hold on, sorry, my son distracted me. Go ahead and lay down. I'm utilizing the platform exactly the way that it's supposed to be used, right? YouTube tells us to promote our memberships. YouTube tells us to promote super chats. But they were laughing and mocking me about me saying that I try to meet a membership goal.
I mean, I don't even think they were really mocking you. They laughed because it's like a goal. What's the goal then? Like we're getting close to the end of the.
It's because it's a consistent thing. This is a consistent theme. They weren't mocking her or anything. They were just pointing out the obvious, that this is a consistent thing that she does. This freaking prime in the pump, dry begging, victimhood status, yada, yada, yada. That's what it is. They're way nicer than I'm going to be. So we all know that.
The pay period. What's the goal, girl?
I'm not trying to
let us know.
Hey, babe. Love you, babe.
And I just wanted to talk to you guys about it because
I just wanted to talk to the chat about it because I want you all to feel sorry for me because people are picking on me. Okay. That's it. I need you all to feel sorry for me and throw me some memberships. All right. That's what it is.
Is there anybody that has an issue with that is an actual member of my channel or a supporter?
No, 99% of your fucking support, ma'am. Can we just get realistic here? 99% of your subs or your members, your members were gifted by Ben George. I don't have a problem with that. Ben, throw your money wherever you want to. Do whatever, whoever gifts, like that's on them. These are grown adults, throw their money where they want to. But let's be realistic here. 99% of her members were gifted memberships. They're not reoccurring members that choose to be there. They're being gifted memberships. Again, it's not a big deal. So asking these people, do they care? No, they're not paying you. Ben's paying for them.
Of mine. Does that make you guys think?
But I do agree that pushing memberships is
Miss Lee,
like, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to say, hey, if you want to become a member, you can do so here. You know, kind of like we say, hey, the free way to support a creator is to hit that like. So, hey, bitches, hit that thumbs up for you, girl.
Think or feel like I don't care about these cases that I cover? Or do I give you guys the impression that the only thing I care
This is another one of those stream inceptions
about is money?
Yes.
Now, this is the way
some of us, yes, you do give that off. And I'm going to show you examples of why you give that off.
That I pay my bills. This is what keeps my lights on. I've never lied about that. Never been a secret. Never made a secret about it. But I would never force anybody. I would never, make you feel like you have to. They also
Amethyst, thank you for joining, love.
They made an excuse that, like, are they not an excuse? They gave this
sinner, you've been in trouble. Oh Lord, have mercy.
Impression that you have to be a member on my channel, or you have to be like super chat me in order for me to read your comments. And
Oh, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
I've never done that. Like, I'll read whether you super chat or you don't. I try to read your comments. You know what I mean? And I'm not whining about it. I'm not.
Who's CS? Am I missing it?
She almost
Fake news.
dead.
I was like, done. Struck up alive. Didn't even know what you was talking about. Who's CS?
Don't do it. Don't do it. We already went there the other day. Don't do it again.
Crime sleeping. Oh,
No.
oh
Damn you
Lord.
folks.
Crying about it. I'm not making myself, a victim. I don't want any of them to say this. I'm saying this to all of you guys because at the end of the
I know some of you in the chat don't get along either and come from different sides. Y'all, everybody be nice, be cordial to each other, please. This is about this bullshit right here, okay? She's going to talk shit about a bunch of different people, so just buckle up. We're all not going to like this bitch when this is over with today, and you're all going to be ended up laughing, okay? Some of you here don't even like me. Welcome in.
They
day,
called me at Chris Proudfoot, not crime sleeping.
I don't do this for any of them. None of
No.
I don't do this for. If you are listening to this, Deets on the streets. If
Oh.
you are listening to this,
Deetsy, you heard?
I'm saying this to all of you guys because at the end of the day, I don't do this for any of them. I don't do this for. If you are listening to this, Deets on the streets. If you are listening to this, Deets on the streets, and Melissa Jade, Alex Erickson, I
The three
Jones, and I'm using you. Thank you.
you will not go after.
I'm not even fair using you. I'm just using you.
don't do this for you guys. Okay. And I'm not over here telling you how to run your channel. So I don't know what it is that you're so hung up on me about.
So Deets laughing for all of 2.5 seconds means she's hung up on you.
I think I got a prime example of where that kind of contradicts, but hold your horses. We'll get there.
She's hung up over you, and she's trying to tell you what to do with your channel. You see, this is the problem people have with you, Brittany J. And this is coming from me. This is somebody who still sees the good in everyone. And there are certain things I still fuck with when it comes to you. But this is the problem people have with you. It's because you take the most minute, tiny little thing, you enlarge it, you blow it up.
It's called victimhood status.
To get sympathy so that you get the sympathy donations. It
101.
all comes down to money.
That
Sure
you can't
does.
stop trashing me. Like, I don't talk about you all. I don't care what you do. And I certainly don't care about what money you're given. And guys, I'm not saying this so you guys can let me go ahead and put this out. I am not saying any of this because I want anybody to super chat or to give me memberships or anything like that. I'm saying this because
How many times have you all heard that in the chat come out of this one's mouth?
I agree,
I'm
Lolly.
just making it known to the people that support me. Okay. Yes.
I absolutely agree. She ignores things that Seth has done or still does. I don't know. He's all over the place. She ignores that, but she wants to point the finger at Chris Proudfoot and Katie. Like, how about don't point the finger at any of them, but also don't ignore what any of them do.
I appreciate it, and it does matter, but it is not the only thing that is
But
important
this
to
is,
me.
it comes down to, this is why I keep trying to give Brittany J chances, because I do think there's good to her.
There's good in everybody, truly. Like, every piece of shit has something good in them. Every person has something good in them. It's whether or not they decide to grab onto that and show that good part or be that good part. Some people have that good in them and it's always buried. It will never come out because they just choose to be an epic piece of shit because it's easier to do it for some of them. Okay, carry
I know
on.
a lot of people don't see that. Y'all know how I am. I got to get bit before I really lose my shit and stop fucking with somebody all around. I do feel like there's some good in her, but more so that I can't fuck with, I struggle fucking with people that only see one way.
Yeah.
Like, that's a huge
understand that.
problem for me. Why?
I'm very black and white. I'm a very black and white person when it comes to characters. Very, very, I go with my gut and there's no going back for me. I'm polar opposite of Jones in this. If I get a feeling about you, nope. I have boundaries that are too firm on some of that shit.
I don't understand how people can't see, reside in this gray area where all things could be possible. All things could be true. And she just
But I reside in the all things can be possible area.
she doesn't do that.
I am complicated.
That's why I cannot fuck with her. On top of, I don't like the things she says about my friends. I don't like that. That goes for Allie, MJ, nonsense. Like, she let CJ do what he did up there on the panel with nonsense. Like,
she not only let CJ do what he did on her panel, she let Sarah do what she did on her panel. She's let random people talk. I mean, the list goes on of who she's allowed to talk shit about me, because then she gets to wash her hands of it and say, see, I didn't say that. I just let it happen on my panel. It's just what she does. It is what it is.
But Deets, especially.
Jones and Deets are close.
Okay. If it was the only thing that mattered to me, I would do membership lives all the time.
Oh, you would?
I would. My Patreon would be like the highlight of
I
my
agree,
channel.
Deets.
But I feel bad, and I don't like doing that because I don't like people to feel like they're left out.
Oh,
She said I changed
I'm not gonna
too. She said I've changed too, Duchess. I have changed.
well, you want to know who hasn't fucking changed? Let's go over here for a moment. Hold the phone. Let's go back 7 months. Let's go to February 23rd. Let's go here. Here you go.
And opinions. What makes it okay that you can go on a panel in front of thousands of people, but nobody else can? Because that's one of the ones saying that, people, open panels are basically dangerous. So subscribers can't come up and share what they think as long as we're cautious and careful about what's said.
Oh,
That's bullcrap. I mean, oh my God, it's just, hold on. Terry Workman said, you're awesome and I enjoy this community. You bring together so much. Thank you. I'm glad you do. And I mean, I thoroughly enjoy coming here with you guys night after night too. And I think, honestly, that's another reason why I'm upset about things, because I'm protective, like these tactics very much, these are the same type of cancel culture type people, in my opinion,
she's
If
always
you
the victim.
care that much to where you spark up a whole live just to drag other people, I could see you very much also rallying to, get rid of people.
If it's okay, I'd like to add to that a little bit. It's almost like a cult
This was February 23rd.
mentality.
Yeah.
It's like a cult mentality. And the sad news is, Brittany, not only do they do this to other creators, but I've noticed from being in a situation similar to what you're talking about, only on, on a one channel level,
Yeah.
They go after their own members and stuff eventually that have been there and been loyal and implode because of power trips and hating on other creators and stuff like that. And it's really sad to see that happen because, I've been so hopeful in seeing some people create shows and stuff and try watching it to be a part of it. And then I just watch everything implode because it's like as soon as their attention is not at max peak and anyone else is getting any kind of attention,
Oh God, yeah.
they implode. They go nuts.
Oh,
They
yeah.
go off the chart. Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You said it well. People are like that. And that's what I said. I'll never forget it when I first started actually coming out and creating, and my channel got a little bit of a boost, and I really saw where I was at and what this was about. Like coming into contact with more creators and actually familiarize myself with the surroundings. I said this to one of my friends, and listen, this isn't everybody. I want to make it clear. I'm not saying every creator's like this. There are some of the most kind-hearted people, but I had said to one of my friends, I was like, "What have I gotten myself into? These people are narcissists. Like it's like YouTube has become a place for narcissists to. It's a perfect place for a narcissist to get their fix. You know what I mean? Come on here every day and then they get the fix they need. And there's so many of these creators who are so narcissistic. It's unreal,
It's a constant pour her.
and they're willing to do everything they can to destroy each other. I mean, it's awful. Angel said, it's so sad that they are so jealous of you that they have to attack you. Been here a short while, but I think you are a sweetheart. Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's definitely not jealousy. It's not.
It's just always these cheap digs. And it's like, oh my God, it just makes me sick. And it's
It's
like,
just that it's always the same people.
then they get offended when you tell them that they're very much so leading a hate/cancel culture campaign. There's zero self-awareness. Yes, that's what it is, y'all. How is it not?
There's the seal clap.
How
Bingo.
is it not? You go live and you're like, let's talk about, people who are exploiting cases and using true crime to, whatever. And then you get all these people coming in and they'll start talking about, different things that very much resonate with your channel. And they conflate it with horrible things that you don't do, but it makes it like mixed all in together. And then they're taking digs at multiple people, not just me. That obviously her chat was about several people tonight,
Remember that.
but there was a big melting pot of people in that chat tonight who had different problems with different people. But it was very obvious some of the things that they were saying. And I'm like, fuck this. Even if you're not talking about me, when you're talking about having open panels for true crime cases, I got a problem with that because I think we do a pretty damn good job over here keeping it toned down, don't you? What can you really say that we're doing that's disrespectful to the families?
Oh, well, I can say a whole lot, but let's go back over here. Let's go back over here. Okay, just a reminder, that was 7 months ago. She was doing the same damn thing. Guess what also comes up in that live 7 months ago? Pour her about her memberships. Guess what starts happening? Memberships popping
I
off.
like to think for the better. I'm actually less hateful than I used to be, I don't drag people as much as I used to. I don't point my fingers at people as much as I used to. So I feel like I've changed in a positive way, but she feels like I've changed because it's necessary. So then it's, oh, well, you've changed basically because you've never called me out. Well, it's because I like you, and I don't necessarily think every little thing needs to be called out, but I'm seeing a huge problem in this Sebastian case. Now, I heard she was like this with Kylie Rodney, but I wasn't really paying attention to her back then. I was just figuring everything out with YouTube during Kylie Rodney. That's when I found Queen. So I didn't even know much about Brittany J back then, but I'm seeing a huge problem in the Sebastian Rogers case when it comes to Brittany J.
They hung up on this. You know, I get it.
I really appreciate all of you guys being kind to each other in chat too. I know some of you come from different, and I know some of you guys have problems with each other and stuff, but I appreciate you guys coming here and respecting me. I appreciate.
That's the kind of stuff that they liked.
As y'all know, I don't fuck with anybody really, so I just do my own thing, and you guys see what I spend my time doing. I'm a clipping mad woman. Like, I just mean these timestamps. We got a problem, okay?
They do. You know, they like to talk about things. You know, it's something about Deets on the Streets that likes to go on panels and talk about, you know, how horrible creators are and how
you like to go on panels, Deets. Have you went on a panel? I mean, you came on my panel, but it wasn't about Brittany J. Not really. It was about the community as a whole, the noble lie, right? That got a lot of people triggered. But you was on your own panel.
You know, we're doing it wrong. Well, I pose this challenge to you, Deets. How about this? Melissa, Allie, Melissa Jade, Alex Erickson, Deets on the Streets. If
Dutchie, that's what I try to do. Because I'm nowhere near perfect. I still fuck up all the time. Daily, I fuck up. But I try to be better on a daily basis. And I think some people just are like, fuck it, I ain't doing that. It's too much effort.
if I'm doing this so wrong and other people are doing it so wrong, why don't you guys, instead of going on panels and talking about how horrible everybody else is, why don't you guys actually cover the cases and show us how it's done? Why don't y'all show us how to do it the right way? Since you all have the answers and
we're trying to.
Buckle up. I'm going to show you some stuff.
And this is, who was it that said that the other day? OB Tim said when we were talking about the noble lie and how we lie to ourselves sometimes. He said, well, did they offer any solution? Well, the solution would be just to stop pointing fingers, stop picking at these family members, and stop entertaining the chaos. The problem is,
I missed that live, so I didn't watch that live.
Brittany J can't stop entertaining the chaos because
there's a purpose for it, and I think I'll be able to show you guys some of it.
The chaos, at least half of it, okay? At least half of the chaos stems from her channel. I would say the other half of the chaos stems from Clues. And then there's a little bit of the chaos that comes from Queen Bee solely because of the open panel, not Queen Bee herself. So, I mean, yeah, that's two people with 50%. So 25, I wouldn't even say, I would say like 15 Queen, 35 Clue, and 50 Brittany J.
All are the arbiters of truth and all that's good.
That was good math on the fly, Johnson.
Good and right? You're the ones that are more righteous than the rest of us. Show us all how it's done.
Guess who was righteous back in 7 months ago? Hold on, let me show you. You guys want to laugh with me? Because I hold on.
At the wall, and I'm getting. Okay, anybody drop a one in chat if you saw Deets live. I didn't watch all of it, but I saw what I needed to see. I saw enough of what I needed to see, and yeah, no thanks.
What live? 7 months ago, Deets was getting called out by Brittany J too.
Deets on the Street did a live tonight, where she Boston, where she was. I guess. Let me see what the title was. It doesn't necessarily listen. It's not even necessarily about Deets. It's about some of the things that were said in her live, which Deets likes to do live streams that cause fires.
You just can't. You can't. Like, it's like Whiplash. You could just play them both, and it's about the same shit.
We're trying.
Be that example.
We're trying to let you know, just stop attacking the parents. And she thinks, well, we're not blatantly attacking them. Yes, well, you kind of are. Everything, like I said earlier, everything on your channel points at Chris and Katie as being
watch,
guilty,
rinse, repeat,
or there's something being wrong there, right? The same way, everything on Clues. Why my watch keeps messing up? The same way, everything on Clues points at Seth. Y'all both wrong. Period. It shouldn't be any of them.
You know, show us how sanctimonious you really are, and how much better you can cover the case than everybody else. SW, thank you so much for getting time.
Well, first of all, it's 7 months in and you don't even know the basic facts of the case, and you are still trying to act ignorant over that. And I'm going to show some prime examples of that coming up. But that's a you thing.
Membership, you really didn't have to do that, honestly.
So she can have opinions, but nobody else can. Exactly.
I'm not saying this for that at all, but I do appreciate it. And if you were gifted a membership,
and Brittany J, you know you're allowed on my shit anytime. Just because I'm calling these certain things out, don't mean I won't allow you up to talk. Like, you're absolutely allowed in my chat, and you're absolutely allowed on my panel. All you gotta do is tell me to drop a link.
Please tell her thank you, guys. I appreciate it. And then Must Have Got Lost gifted 5 more. Thank you, Must Have Got Lost. If you were gifted a membership from Must Have Got Lost,
I agree.
Please tell her thank you as well. Udi is in the house. Says, "Do you boo?" Thank you, Udi. Udi, I just like saying your name. That's just ooty ooty ooh. I swear there's a song. There's a song. It's hooty hoo. I can't remember how it goes, but I can hear that part in my mind. Britt, don't even sweat it. They can only have an opinion about someone else's opinion without mentioning their own opinion.
Which is what we all do. Think about that.
I know. I know. Brooke, let me read that back to myself again. Britt, don't even sweat it. They can
Me
only
too,
have an
Kat.
opinion about someone else's
Me too, girl.
opinion without mentioning their own opinion. That's funny. Brooke, you're cute. Okay, how do I say that? Is it Zaya? Zaya? That's really pretty. I think I'm saying that right. Not sure. I hope I am. Yes.
That's what I got.
Let me pull her
What?
transcript up.
Shirley says Queen BJ and some
Oh, this is where I heard her bring up Queen.
Queen B and some weird guy mocked you and gifted all those memberships. I can't stand her F-bombs. Oh, I ain't. Queen can't say anything about anybody getting donations.
Okay.
If she's talking about
I
anybody
agree.
getting donations, that's the pot calling the kettle black if there ever was one. Brittany, you are a threat to them because you have a heart. Thank you, Charles. I appreciate that.
But correct me if
Half of her problem is she doesn't even vet what is being said in her chats. I don't know what Queen said about her, but she doesn't even make sure she knows what she's talking about before she runs with it.
I'm wrong. I don't think Queen and them were talking about Brittany's donations, were they?
Hey, Lori, if it's really about what's really going on, and about everyone is going to agree. Okay, well let me ask you this yet. Okay.
Oh, okay. Here comes yet.
Because they don't want to add to the chaos that's occurring. Can't you see it's not about being righteous about everyone is going to agree? Okay, well let me ask you this yet.
And then,
okay.
not to mention, y'all timed her out after that, and you continued to ask Yup questions and say things to her that eluded a response, but yet she couldn't respond. That's some pussy shit. Sorry, not sorry.
If it's really about what's really going on, and they really are so disturbed by what's happening, how come they center focus on my channel?
We don't, baby. Nonsense covers a bunch of people. I cover a couple of people.
I haven't covered her in a little bit. It's been a while. There's so many people to cover out here and so much misinformation. She is like, for me, I'm more concerned about the narratives that are being pushed more than the people that are pushing the narratives. And truly, when you sit back and look at it, she is like 4th, 5th level down of pushing the same misinformation. It comes down a pipeline. And she is one of the last. They sit around and watch all these other creators. They get their information from people like Spanky. Then they use it and regurgitate it.
This is really my first time actually covering you. Duchess, focus on true crime. She doesn't do the drama on her channel. Sniffers on the scene's been called out. Psychics have been called out. T-Rev, CJ.
You're gonna get stuck. No.
Clue.
You're gonna get
I've called her out. Hell, more than I've called you out.
Because my stuff is mild compared to what other people are doing on this platform. And if they genuinely cared about what was happening with Sebastian's case, then why not talk about the fact that people are being threatened?
Hold up. We're going to stop it right there.
This is where it's going to get interesting.
Why not talk about the fact that people are being threatened?
So she took a whole tiny little segment of what was said on Deetz's panel by MJ and Allie, and they had a tiny little conversation about her. She blew it into this whole like, for her memberships, it was the last day of the month. That is pretty intentional. It's called a grift, dry begging, whatever victimhood status, whatever you want to chalk it up to. Okay, this is where it gets interesting and my ears perk up.
How do we know people are being threatened? Y'all are delusional as fuck to just believe people, to take people at their word.
Nobody's shown proof of anybody being threatened, period, point blank, end of story. Just because it's being said by XYZ doesn't mean it has any legitimacy to it. In fact, CJ has tried to get that narrative going for quite some time. Poor him. Gunshots were being fired over his head. People were following him. Yet the man has cameras running at all point in time and has never caught these things on camera. There's no police reports about it. Now we've escalated it to a serpentine belt.
Like, that's the first thing. The first thing I would say is because there's no proof of people being threatened.
0.
The second thing I would say is we have spoke out and said, if there are people out here doing that, stopping the searchers, threatening the searchers, they should be ashamed of themselves and they should fucking stop. But what else can we do past that if we don't have proof that it's happening?
And there's an intentional reason why that's being recirculated, because in order to keep victimhood status and keep the salacious content going, they have to go back through and regurgitate the same rumors. So how do they continue to put eyes on the Proudfoots and make them look like these terrible people? to insinuate or imply in some way, shape, or form that they are out there affecting people searching for Sebastian because they don't want their son found. There's a purpose behind that narrative, and they're restarting it and recirculating it again.
I pose that question to you, Brittany J. How are we supposed to approach that if we don't have the proof? We don't have the facts to look at in front of us so that we can call this, and this out.
Thank you, Johnson, for letting me
are
use
doing on this platform. And if they genuinely cared about what was happening with Sebastian's case,
Oh, God.
then why not talk about
Right.
the fact that people are being threatened?
Right. Exactly. People aren't encouraging it. No, I think if you're fucking doing that, you're part of the problem. You're a huge part of the problem.
Oh, she put it back up. Hold on. We got it. She's got it back up. She edited stuff out. Don't know what she edited out, but here we go. Okay, perfection. Thank you, Johnson, for that part. All right, let's go to this. She's got it back up here. So we're just going to go over here. Thank you, Johnson, for the commentary. I don't know which piece she edited out, but this is what I want to play right here. This is where it gets interesting for me. All right.
Back here any less. That's like, do these people not realize that that's what comes with YouTube? So if y'all truly believe so strongly that people shouldn't make money on this platform, then demonetize your channels.
Oh, God.
Take the monetization off of your channel.
Shut up.
Gee, you me tell you the last time I watched any believe so strongly that people should.
Hold on.
Gee, you me tell you the last time I watched any of their channels. I couldn't even tell you what they've done in the last 3 weeks.
Ma'am, you just told us what they did 2 nights ago. Can you not hear yourself? There is zero self-awareness here. If you're not watching and people are coming to you and saying these things are happening, you need to verify them yourself, because half the problem with you is you get gaslit and you run with shit that didn't even exist. Okay. All right.
Yeah, good girl. Don't
I
entertain
don't
it.
watch. I don't.
Every watch boosts her channel, so thank you.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Shut it.
Charisse, profit.
SW. My kitty's for Sebastian, and she's green.
Y'all, I want to show y'all something too. Oh, did you show your green pumpkins?
No, last night I did.
Thank you, Charisse. She says, thank you, Charisse. She says, you are genuine and we love being here, obviously. I love you. And somebody just said,
Let me guess, she was telling Queen Bee that she didn't say anything about her.
wait 1 second. I love War Eagle too. She's great.
And Queen's lawsuit is a whole different situation than what Brittany does. And I've got some clips to remind everybody of stuff she said.
Hey, Madison Adeline.
I
Thank
got
you.
you. We'll get there.
There's Nana. Hi, Nana.
Brittany, we are here for all of you. We could be elsewhere to get info, but we choose to be here because it is safe and we can voice our opinions and not be called every disgusting name in the book. Thank you. And guys, I'm not staying on the drama, so please don't anybody get upset. I just honestly needed to say all of that for you guys. It's
There's a safe space now. Brittany's chat.
5 Nights at Freddy's. Is it?
Right.
Is her cat 5 Nights at Freddy's?
My son changed it.
No,
Oh, it
Tiffany's.
is 5 Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, my son changed it. I
It's
just
so
realized that.
cute. I like my kids love 5 Nights at Freddy's.
He's the one that made my name. He's on my. I have all of my kids on my YouTube, so I can see what they're watching and doing.
I did that too until my kids uploaded a video on YouTube on my channel.
They've
And
been,
I had to
uplo-
take them off.
they've been uploading videos on mine. I don't know how many they've put on there, but they are kind of funny. But
Holidays.
I wanted to say something real quick before you
Yeah.
get off of the drama box.
Yeah.
Queen has had so many pools of money that she does. Once it hits over 5,000, she does a new one. The last one was over 6,000.
What?
So she can shut up. I'm
You
sorry. I'm
support
trying to say
Queen Bee, don't you, Eric?
I
Don't
keep
you?
up- I
Why do
keep
you
up
watch
with
my
all that.
channel?
And
So
yeah,
Eric
she's-
W supports all of them, and he says it's nothing.
So that lady came up to talk about the fundraising for the lawsuit. We're comparing things that aren't comparable here. We're talking about memberships and no, stop.
Wrong with making money, but you push memberships like nobody else.
No, she doesn't.
It's kind of embarrassing, and you do it every night while talking about little Sebastian. Okay, my channel is about everything, regardless if I'm talking about Sebastian or anything else. I push my memberships. Memberships are a part of monetization.
Eric, do you need a
Part of
tampon?
You don't have to watch my channel. Why are you even here, Eric? You hate me. Like,
Eric,
you
she's
do
not
not-
taking my
As soon as you say something and push back a little bit, you automatically, you hate me.
the worst
Queen.
things to me. You know what? Put a 1 in chat if you remember. I told y'all. Remember when like I think I had a fundraiser or something, and they were bitching about my fundraiser, and I said, "Watch, I'm never going to do another fundraiser." And when I stop, doing anything like that, they're going to start coming at me about my super chats and my memberships, because it's not about they're just finding anything. The fact that I'm making money at all. And look, they are coming at me hardcore about my memberships. Something that is
A 2-second conversation turned into they're coming at me hardcore over my memberships. If you want me to pull up exactly what was said on Deets by those 3, I can.
part of YouTube's monetization. I'm going to go into my studio and I'm going to screenshot where YouTube tells you to promote your memberships.
Because that's how they make money too.
Of course, B10.
Like, it's not even something that's like, I'm not even doing something extra. You know what I mean? Or that's
Pineapple drives me nuts.
that's not I can't even think of the word. God, that got me so aggravated. I'm not doing anything that's not moral. You know what I mean?
Don't worry, I got you guys. I got you.
That is bad. What am I doing that's bad? If it's embarrassing, then feel embarrassed for me and stop watching my channel.
I am embarrassed for you, 100%. But it gives me more reason to watch you because I'm gonna embarrass the fuck out of you today. But you're probably gonna have zero self-awareness about how embarrassed you should be about these situations, and continue on and just cry the victimhood. And you know what? First of the month though, make that coin. I'm giving you that victimhood status so you can. Nonsense is so mean. She's such an evil, petty Betty, black-hearted soul. I got you. I'm gonna give you that. Start off your month good. Make that money off of saying I'm terrible to you.
First thing I wondered, Sunset, I don't understand these people.
Brett,
Which one of y'all changed?
how many different channels do you watch?
Which one of y'all changed my picture? You already did.
Look,
Freddie.
Chronicles of the Shady said, "Hey Eric, your girl B gifted for StreamYard. Said she couldn't afford it today and got her PayPal. Go talk to her." What? She said she couldn't afford StreamYard today?
Who's grifted?
What? Grifted for StreamYard?
What?
She just got $6,000 on her damn fund, but they come at me about my memberships. I know. I'm getting back to it. I know.
How would you know if you don't watch? How would you know that if you don't watch? How would you know?
I know, Seth.
You
Thank
haven't
you,
done
Art
this
Taylor.
long.
And again, trying to compare what you got going on to her lawsuit with Betty, two separate deals. Two totally separate deals. But she tries to use that Queen and Deets don't get along and tries to, everybody sees what you do.
Oh.
Seth is right, y'all. He's right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have even. Seth said, "Brittany, this is a part of the distraction that has been everywhere. Please don't listen to the static." You're right. You're right. We got to get back to it. Because what I do want to talk to. Look, Seth's talking me down. You're right, Seth. Because what I want to talk about.
Seth's in the chat. And originally Sebastian's name is in the title. It still is. Sebastian's name is in the title of this video. We are 47 minutes in. Seth is in the chat.
Is like there are legitimate people being
That's correct.
threatened. And there was a post today that Nick's attorney posted. Did you guys see it?
Yep.
Did you change it to Friday?
All right. Art Taylor, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. If you were gifted a membership, please tell Art
This is where it's going to get fun.
Taylor. Thank you. Shayna, oh my God. Thank you. Holy mackerel. Shayna said, "Best channel on YouTube." You are so freaking sweet. Thank you.
Right, and she is correct.
I told you guys there's a reason for these whole victimhood status, priming the pump things, making people feel sad. So-and-so's going at me because my memberships. So-and-so's going at me because my super chats. It's all a part of the throwdown.
I
Oh,
agree.
thank
You're
you,
the
Shayna.
Brittany's the only one. As soon as I see the notification, I stop what I'm doing. And get on.
Oh, she's so sweet. I appreciate
We all
that.
know.
That's incredibly generous and so kind of you. And Art Taylor, thank you for the super chat. That's amazing. Thank you so much. You guys, I really appreciate it. Harley Ryder coming in with 5. Thank you so much. But I can afford my StreamYard. I
Allie, do you want me to play what was actually said? If you want me to, I will.
ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying, like get out of people's bags. Thank you so much, Harley. I appreciate it.
Nobody's in your bag, bitch. Nobody cares about. Do it ethically. And I'm going to show some examples of how you are so thin-skinned, so weak-spined, flip-floppy, wish-washy that we don't care about your bag. Make that money. Support your family. Do it with fucking integrity and ethics. You don't even know what those words are. And I've got prime examples of it.
Oh, another one. Whoop, whoop. You
Holy
go.
crap. Wow.
You're just grifting.
I had this since my birthday. Y'all are on one tonight. Thank you. Wow. Thank you so much, guys. Y'all are so sweet.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, we have Cassie says we have a song. Let me grab that real quick. We'll go ahead. Who made this one, Cassie? Oh, y'all are really too kind. Thank you, Hope in the shadows, looking like Beth Chapman. She's so freaking pretty.
How y'all
you, guys.
like that now?
Emmy, you're rich in love, like I am. We're rich in love, girl. We're rich in love. I love Emmy. I love you guys. Thank you. Honestly, y'all did not have to do that. I honestly, because I know they're gonna be like, you did that to get money. I really didn't. But I don't care. Y'all ain't gonna believe me anyway. All right.
You did it 7 months ago.
Let me pull this up real quick. There's a couple things I want to go through. Seth, I'm sorry. You're right. We got to keep our eye on what's important here.
I want to hear Nana say hi to everybody.
Yeah, go ahead, because I just got humbled by Seth.
She got humbled by Seth.
Yeah.
Hey,
I want to
Nana.
Hey, I love you guys. You know me. I try to stay out of the drama, but I just want to tell you one thing, Britt. This is your business, and they need to stay out of your business. You have such a passion for finding these children, and you do a fantastic job at it. And people that are here.
Such a passion for finding these children. Excuse me. What? When has she found a child? Margot Go, thank you so much for the gift of memberships. Welcome to the cabana, you guys. When has she ever been passionate about finding Miss? She's not out there searching. She's what? That's a little confusing as fuck.
Here are here because they love you and they love your content and they love the way you do this. So please don't let any of them stand in your way. It's none of their business.
Well
Mic-
said.
Yep, mic drop.
Thank you. Hannah.
Such a mic drop.
I gotta drop off the panel because my kids need something and I don't want y'all to be hearing them. Even though I don't know if y'all
Aw.
heard, but my 11-year-old said hi.
Hey,
Hang
what's
on,
his name?
Giovanni. Hang on. He's the one that has lower functioning autism.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Yeah, that's all for now.
He's the music one. When he, I
That's
gotta tell y'all really quick.
beautiful.
When,
I'm fast forwarding. They
I've
have.
never heard of that. I'm gonna have to look that up. Sharing your babies with us.
Yeah,
so they knew I was on right now.
we're gonna.
To,
No, thank you.
Okay, to Nicole, if you're listening, give me just a second. I'll go into my block list and see. Let me read this real quick. This is a post from Joseph Lesniak. I never can say his name right, but Lesniak. I just want to read this real quick. Make sure I'm not showing. Okay. Oh, I adore you too. Thank you. My water is working. Thank you, everybody who's asking. My water is currently working. Lord willing, it stays on. Let me tell you something. I was overly paranoid today, so I raced the clock. I washed dishes. I washed several loads of clothes. Make sure I have everything in order just in case, because I mean, we don't know why it even went out to begin with. But it's been on since this afternoon, so I mean, still going good. All right, let me read this real quick.
He's
Yes,
backstage.
I brought
I'm
it
here.
up.
I'm here now. Calvin wanted to say hi to that boy, but he's already jumped down. But he wanted to say
Oh
that
no,
he knows whatever that instrument was that y'all were talking about.
does he?
Tell him.
Okay, please don't talk about
Yeah,
kids.
he's a super fan.
We don't need to talk about that.
Safely crossing into criminal territory.
All right.
Update: Sebastian Rogers. This morning, our clients encountered additional impediments caused by online trolls who have escalated their interference to the federal level. Our team has some insight into where these disruptions are originating from. We have received reports that individuals are now filing false claims with federal officials. This behavior is no longer just civil misconduct; it is swiftly crossing into criminal territory. Anyone who continues to contact authorities, whether local, state, or federal, should be prepared to substantiate their claims in court, whether in a civil or criminal case. It has come to our attention that an individual falsely reported to authorities that several searchers associated with At Night and Dog the Bounty Hunter were brandishing TBI badges and entering homes unlawfully. Our clients received a call from a U.S. government agency seeking clarification on these allegations, which were quickly debunked during the call as the team was en route to Tennessee. The team will still proceed to Tennessee, and no updates will be provided except to law enforcement until At Night.
PJ, I'm trouble with a capital T. TROUBLE. I'm trouble for creators like this. 100% I'm trouble for creators like this because I'm not telling you what to think. I'm showing you what has been said. If you can listen to this and think there's no problems with it and go back 7 months and hear the exact same thing, February 23rd, the same grift, the same poor her, the same bullshit. And now she's going to start pushing narratives. Okay. So we heard from Tony the other day when he jumped on our panel that there's a select handful of creators, which is Brittany, Justin, Mr. and Mrs. E, Josh from the lab, and I don't even remember who the other one was. Nick is in there too. Like that little group of people, that's the trusted group, right? Because they're useful, Betty, because they're useful idiots. They will push any narrative. Now, I want to remind you that she is pushing these narratives right now. Okay? You're going to hear that with your own word. Her own words. But I'm going to show you where that becomes problematic.
Releases their initial findings report in the coming weeks. If you have any information about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers' whereabouts, contact TBI Investigations at 1-800-TBI.
I've been called trouble my entire life.
/833-TELL-DOG or email tips at manhunts.1. Report doxing at night agency or at night.agency. And then there's a missing flyer for Sebastian. Missing teen seeking information related to the disappearance of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers from Hendersonville, Sumner County, Tennessee. There's a $100,000 reward. You can email tips at manhunt.1. Sebastian Rogers information sought by Dog the Bounty Hunter. Sebastian's 15, has medical conditions, including autism, was last seen on February the 26th, 2024. Call Dog at 833-TELL-DOG. So that right there is, I posted that on my community post. And so what I take from that is they have people en route
Should only be 1-800-TBI fine.
out to Tennessee that are going to search. And someone called TBI and told TBI that these people were posing as agents.
We have no idea what was told, who was told. These are very vague posts that could mean anything. And It's these are attempts to intimidate and get people to freak out about stuff that's just not there. And you see how they start gravitating to it.
What is
Yep.
going on?
And that's what
Probably what's going on.
to call it in. This
Well,
is fake news.
I
I-
posted this. Go ahead.
I'm confused. Why? What is the reason?
That's what I want to know.
I got a question. What is the somebody said it was a rumor that was put in J4 chat, and then the guidance said no, it's legit. It's not a rumor. What are they talking about?
Oh, let me see. What are y'all talking about, guidance? What's not a rumor? Wait a
They're
minute.
saying that's what started this whole thing. Is it all because of a rumor? Is that was it somebody?
No, this is legit. People are posing as federal agents is not a rumor. It's not a rumor. There are really people that are doing that.
We have no idea. Like, there's guidance once again. And if you don't know what I'm talking about with the guidance situation, guidance was the one that was in CJ's chat when the serpentine belt bandit was on the loose, snatching people's serpentine belts up, saying that she was texting with Dog and Nick's team, and she needed a plate number. And they're like, we didn't see the vehicle. We don't know the plate. And she's like, I'm relaying information about the plate. And then the next day, Don B is like, look, I found a car, serpentine belt bandit, and people are getting threatened. And there's nothing. These people will go with anything. This is called fear mongering. This is called bullshit. This is intimidation tactics.
Okay, there's multiple situations. What I'm talking about with this one is that is not happening. The person who was accused of this didn't do that, is what I'm saying. Now, if what guidance is talking about is happening with other people, I have heard that that's happening with another person, but this situation is separate, if that makes sense. This situation is separate from what guidance is talking about.
Well, what happened?
And of course, there's multiple situations going at once because then it muddies the water and people get all out of sorts and start freaking out. This is at 2x speed, so she sounds amplified and like really wound up. She's really not. Let me show you regular speed just so everybody's transparent.
What about the Uncle Taco thing? Why
YouTube #1 complaint. I need a 5x button, please and thank you.
why did the FBI show up at his house?
I'm waiting to get more details on that before I can speak on it.
Okay,
I
just
heard
confused. I've been
threats.
out of it all day, so I feel like I'm behind. I don't know anything that's going on.
I'm working it in the background. Oh, I'm sure you're working it. Work it. Just like you did with the non-existent plate.
Someone in chat somewhere Eagles Tail.
Okay. Guidance says I'm working it in the background and ignore the rumors. I know who it's happening to. It's 2 different people. Guidance, can you email me, please? I'm
This
getting
is crazier and crazier every time we turn around.
Okay, so I'm just going to say this, okay, because there's some things that I can't say right now, but I can tell you this, okay? There are 2 different scenarios. The situation with Uncle Taco is different than this post that I'm reading about, okay? The post that I'm reading about is not the same issue that goes with what Uncle Taco is talking about. So what the post that I'm reading from Lesniak is relevant to another person that's working on the case.
Who in here is shocked? Put a 1 in the chat if you are shocked by the fact that Lesniak, the attorney for Nick's At Night company that represents Seth and Tony by proxy, an arm of the company or whatever. So Lesniak represents them, or Nick and Nick's company, so an arm of that. So is anybody shocked that after he makes this post, CJ posts, reposts this and is like, oh, amps it up a little bit. And then next thing we know, we have Uncle Taco coming up on CJ's panel, the one that's missing the serpentine belt because the belt bandit's out there. So CJ brings him up and Uncle Taco magically says that he's at work. But while he's at work, somebody claiming to be an FBI agent showed up at his house. They didn't leave a card. There was no identifying. There's no video of it. There's no proof that it ever existed. But is anybody shocked by that? Put a 1 in the chat if you're shocked by that, because nobody's shocked by that. There's no proof of any FBI agents. Wouldn't the first call, besides a YouTube channel? I mean, CJ's YouTube channel would be the first place I would go if 2 FBI agents were supposedly at my house. Not. I'd be calling FBI. Were you at my house? Local law enforcement. Were you at my house? Finding out if there was camera footage by the neighbors, if they caught any of these people on camera. I wouldn't be coming to a YouTube channel and being like, so, bro, these 2 people that claim to be FBI agents, but I have no proof of this, showed up at my house. We have no idea. And what if they did? Even if they did, doesn't mean it's involved in Sebastian's case. The 2 things could be totally separate. We don't know who Uncle Taco is. He's a gamer. Could have totally nothing to do with each other.
So this is why I wanted to read this and talk about it too, because I made a community post asking why the hell is this happening? This is not okay. And people commented on it saying that they can't believe that, I would go with this with having no proof. Okay.
Oh.
Guidance says no, it's possibly connected. I know who you're talking about. Okay. Well, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, Guidance. I really wouldn't. But what was I saying? People are saying that, they don't believe this. I want to say this. This is Lesniak, Joseph Lesniak. He is the one posting this. If you think for 1 minute that this attorney is going to risk his job, his credentials, his livelihood over something.
He owns his own firm. Lawyers can do whatever they want. And the two things might be totally separate. We have no idea what he's talking about.
Kind of internet beef. You got another thing coming. This isn't just a creator posting this. If he posted it, he's vetted the situation. And I don't
They're handling the situation, okay? Like, what?
know how people can say that, this man's lying. This isn't some creator just trying to one up somebody over internet beef. You know what I mean?
If people are actually doing this and they have proof of it, then and a government agency reached out, they're handling it.
So they're trying to say that somebody on the Nick and Dog's team is posing as uniformed officers and knocking on.
So what happened is there's somebody that's working on the team, right? They're en route to Tennessee to go help in the search.
Right.
And
Moderator, he doesn't know. He has no clue. His wife was, in awe of the situation. There's no proof. He has no clue what happened. But instead of making a phone call to the FBI on his lunch break, he takes panel at CJ's, Makes total sense, right?
someone who Lesniak is referring to as a troll, so a troll, let's just call him that, contacted TBI and alleged that the persons that are on the way to search are posing as TBI agents, wearing badges and going around pretending to be some agents.
But they're not there yet. They're on the way.
Right.
That doesn't make any sense.
So luckily, when TBI reached out to the people that are headed to Tennessee, it immediately debunked it because that's what Lesniak's saying right here. It says, let me see. It has come to our attention that an individual falsely reported to authorities that several searchers associated with that night and the Dog the Bounty Hunter were brandishing TBI badges and entering homes unlawfully. Our clients received a call from the U.S. government agency seeking clarification on these allegations. They were.
If anybody's pretending to be an officer, it's a federal crime. If anybody is impersonating an officer and gaining access to homes, it's a big deal, a huge deal. And that will be handled by the proper authorities. To even amplify this and make it into this big deal and try to mix the water up. And you have CJ saying that people are impacting him and the dog handlers that were supposed to go out there yesterday. Meanwhile, he's out there today and there's no dogs with them. I mean, you can't make this shit up. They are trying anything. My opinion only is they are trying to make people believe that all of this stuff is going on. It's being concocted some way, shape, or form by Katie and Chris. I'm just going to say it because that's what they're implying and trying, not Lesniak, but the rest of them, that they're trying to stop searchers and threaten searchers and scare searchers off because they don't want Sebastian found. That's it. That's all.
Quickly debunked during the call as the team was en route. So because the team was actually on the way to Tennessee, that
that's what
proved
I
it, to the government agency that called.
I thought, why would they have a team en route when they have 24 assets on the ground? Nick told us that there's 24 assets on the ground already. So what, did the team go home for the weekend and they're just headed back? Like, can we pick a lane and stick to it, people?
That it wasn't true, that the team members are not doing that. So this is my question, okay? And I need to ask this. I didn't think to ask this earlier. I would like to know how trolls or said people that did this knew that Nick's team was headed to Tennessee.
That's my question too.
How did they know? Or
Nick's team was supposedly already there, Brittany. He said that there was 24 assets on the ground in Tennessee.
did they just assume that the searchers were already there? I could see that maybe potentially being happening. Yeah, got it. If I was you, I would leave it where it's at. I wouldn't say anything else. This is disgusting. So I want to ask everybody.
Speaking of what's disgusting, I got this feeling deep inside my soul that I want to go over here for a moment. I don't remember why I want to go over here, but I do. I got a time span picked out. It must be something fun and exciting. Let's go figure out why I got this one pulled up. I just need a break. I need a break. Let's see what this is.
Politics, but I'll just say this for now. I disagree with the I disagree with the Donald Trump verdict. I'm just saying.
Oh, we don't.
That's just my opinion. Everybody's.
We don't care about.
Rev is dating is none of my business.
We don't care. Let's hear.
Oh, where are you?
Oh, let's see what this.
Incoming call. Here we go.
I hung up on him by accident. Damn it. Call back. I can't get it right.
Mom,
What, babe?
where's your phone?
I'm using it right now.
We got to call in.
Good.
Oh, I remember what this one's for. Okay. Little class detour, because I love detours and just reminding people of a few little things here and there. I got a few other little detours that we're going to remind people of because it's fun. Anyways, once upon a time, there was let's just play it and then I'll explain afterwards.
I hung up on him by accident. Damn it.
Remember the team? The trusted five? Okay.
Call back. I can't get it right.
Mom,
What, babe?
where's your phone?
I'm using it right now. I'm on a call. Give me a second.
I'm on a call.
This is Brittany J. You reached Brittany J. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. Okay. I don't. What is the connection between this Betty woman and Seth and Tony?
Are they talking about Betty, Tony, and Seth? No.
Are you familiar with Bullhorn Betty? Let me ask you that before I tell you.
Oh, I'm really familiar with Bullhorn Betty. Are you, Brittany?
Well, I've watched some of her stuff. This is Jackie.
Hey, Jackie.
Hi, honey. I've watched some of her stuff, not a lot. I pretty much stick to like you and T-Rev and Dolly,
Lavender, hold on.
But I was scrolling because nobody else was on. There's something odd about this.
Yeah,
Is she like in with them, or because 1 minute she seems like she is because I watched some of her past stuff, and now she seems like she's right in with Tony.
Oh,
well, I can tell you this, okay?
Listen up for those in the back.
And from my understanding, you all in chat may remember or be familiar with this too. So we're just finding out. Apparently, Bullhorn Betty and JLR were dating for the past 2 years.
No.
And she's pretty scorned because JLR has moved on to a new woman, Magnolia.
Oh.
Right. I watched his video this morning.
So
he was home and all that.
I think Betty. Okay.
Oh.
I think Betty looks for ways to insert herself into cases.
No. Did Brittany just say that Betty looks for ways to insert herself in cases? They're like best buddies right now.
And
wait for it.
Honestly, like the only way she can do it is through Tony.
Oh.
But I can't figure out what her goal is, because to hear the way that Tony was talking about JLR, there was some anger behind that. So
this makes me giddy.
Oh,
that was terrible.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see where this goes. I mean, at the end of the day, Betty is out.
Oh, at the end of the day, what at the end of the day? This is a really important part. Make sure you got it all the way up.
That was terrible.
Yeah.
Listen.
I'll be interested to see where this goes. I mean, at the end of the day, Betty is absolutely an opportunist. I'm not ashamed to say that. In my opinion, allegedly, she's an opportunist. So, I think she's seeing that Tony is her way to get to Seth.
Whoa, wait a moment. I forgot. Sorry, we detoured for a moment. I just crash coursed us. Let's take it back a minute because that was really fun. Let's try it again. Let's play that. Where's Waldo?
That was terrible.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I'll be interested to see where this goes. I mean, at the end of the day, Betty is absolutely an opportunist. I'm not ashamed to say that. In my opinion, allegedly, she's an opportunist. So, I think she's seeing that Tony is her way to get to Seth. And I heard that Seth is like giving her interviews and things now.
Well, I have lost so much respect for Seth.
Yeah.
And ever since Tony showed up, I don't know. He's not even out searching anymore. And then I was listening. I can't remember.
By the way, the date on this happens to be May 30th.
Remember who it was.
This is from her backup channel, allegedly, in my opinion, with Brittany J.
But Tony has said, well, Seth will speak when I allow him to. What?
What? Wow.
When you allow him to?
Yeah, he's
a
lost his
grown
mind.
man.
Exactly.
This is just a quick, easy display of how she flip-flops depending on what suits her best. Riding with Betty and condoning what Betty is saying includes that she has to suck up to Tony. Well, she's always loved Tony, hasn't she? Oh, no, that's not true either. But we'll get to that in a moment. But that ensures that Seth will continue to go in her chat, because at one point in time when she was going to push back on Tony and Seth's narrative, they flipped out. Tony came in to control the narrative, sat on her panel and lied. Brittany decided it would be more beneficial, in my opinion, to play this card of, okay, let Tony do and say whatever. I'll just be their useful idiot. This useful idiot is calling the other useful idiot an opportunist. They don't like each other. They don't condone each other's shit. It's just all about clicks and views and content. This is called content farming. Hey, you're the useful idiots, not me.
And then I guess Seth has a face or a YouTube page now, but has written on there that they can't show the videos of Sebastian. Well, you would want Sebastian's videos posted and pictures.
I have a problem with that too. Why would you not want to get that out to everybody and share it out?
Whoopsie.
Right.
Yep.
I don't understand where Seth is coming from now. I'm so baffled with all of it. I mean, like I said, I was surfing. There wasn't a lot of people on. I went into this one, and I'm not going to say their name. It was two females, and they were nasty.
Really?
And
do you guys want to hear that again, just for shits and giggles? Because I kind of love it for them. I got more though. You guys want me to play that again? Let's play it again. Okay. If you make me, I'm just joking.
That was terrible.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see where this goes. I mean, at the end of the day, Betty is absolutely an opportunist. I'm not ashamed to say that. In my opinion, allegedly, she's an opportunist. So,
takes one to know one, baby girl.
I think she's seeing that Tony is her way to get to Seth. And I heard that Seth is like giving her interviews and things now.
Well,
I guess she kind of watched and learned from Betty and decided, fuck, I can sell my soul down that river. Oh, well, let's go back to this one. I got more in store. Just buckle up, because it's going to even get better. You think that shit talking ended there? Nope.
Need to go back. First and foremost, let's talk about Justin for a minute, okay? Justin went live tonight. And
wrong one. Hold on. Other one. That's from, we're jumping ahead. Hold on. I got too many pulled up here. This one. Back to this.
Why? Guidance says we are looking into it now, just so you know. Thank you, Guidance.
Sorry, didn't mean to derail everybody and take us on a crash course, but I kind of like detours.
Well, I mean, if someone reported it, they had to know who that person was. If someone reported it to TBI, TBI had to know who that person was that did it. So they're exposing themselves.
Right.
They're a mole.
Yeah. How are you going to message me at fucking 4:30 in the damn morning talking about P. Diddy, Brittany? And you're going to leave me in the dark about this shit? I don't even know what the hell.
Stuff is just happening tonight. Like I'm still kind of like, yeah, I was going to talk about P. Diddy tonight, y'all. I was all up in it. I messaged Amy. I was like, oh my God, we got to cover this.
I was like, half asleep. The only thing I could type out was like, that's crazy. I was like, honestly, I was so out of it. But you know what? I don't know. Yeah, you might want to do that one over there on Patreon, because that's you got.
Oh, I know. I was looking over the arrest affidavit. It makes me want to throw up. Is all I'm saying. What's concerning to me is, like, is this really a case where people are just randomly trolling? I just don't.
Okay, so let me try. I'll make it really like no information divulged. Okay, so party A is.
Oh God, this one and her like rocket science breakdowns.
Calling the FBI on party B, saying that they are currently in the same town as party A, knocking doors in uniform, when in all reality, party B is not even there yet.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay, I got it.
100%.
What an
I know.
idiot.
That still makes no sense to me.
It doesn't make any sense. That's what I don't understand. I'm like, why though? Like, not just why, what's your motivation behind it, but why do it so impulsively before making sure that at least the mofos are there in front of you before you, like, come on now. You don't even know if they're there. That's what I don't get.
All right, let's check this out real quick. This is War Eagle. She just posted this. Shout out to War Eagle. All right, guys. And I didn't even do my intro.
Oh, friends, if you think that was a salacious clip, just buckle the fuck up, because when I say I'm going to deliver, I'm going to deliver. Remember, these are the useful idiots that have overspoke time and time again, that flip-flop, say the most because it profits them, not because they stand here or believe the shit that they say. It's because it's all about pushing narratives, doing the most for clicks and views. It's not because they give a shit. They wash, rinse, repeat. They position themselves, they posture. But she thinks she's like in this little golden bubble over here, and people don't know who she truly is. Well, I doubt her buddies knew she had said all these things and felt all these ways.
Intro is really not even necessary, but I do want to ask, for the sake of the algorithm. There's 1,059 people here tonight. Can you do me a favor? Hey, War Eagle, can you do me a favor and take a second, click that thumbs up if you don't mind, if you like what we do here. And if you haven't, but now you are, let me know what number you are. Marlena says, anyone playing games on behalf of potential suspects? Better.
Amy, you know that I love me a petty Becky, that I don't even have to like sit here and drag a bitch, because that's what I don't do. But when I can get things to just kind of fall in line by their own words, it does make me a little giddy, truly, because it's like, we've seen this. We know who you people are. So that the wool that you have pulled over some's eyes is astounding, but it's because of the rate of the misinformation, and nobody's going to sit through this shit for these many hours and say, oh yeah, people miss this shit because they cram it night after night, day after day. Spanky's doing 2 lives a day now on multiple channels, pushing misinformation and bullshit.
Think twice. Y'all aren't invisible. Y'all are going to be catching some charges too, in my opinion. So here's the problem with this platform. People have done dirt for so long on this platform, you know, have behaved so badly and have done so without any consequences that I don't think anybody's really taking this seriously. You know what I mean? Because no one ever follows through on this platform. People say they're going to do something, but you know what I mean? Does that make sense? The question is, who's bold enough? Who's bold enough to actually follow through and call TBI to falsely accuse other people?
Not it.
Not me. I'm not brave enough to do no crap like that. I don't care if I like you or not.
That's what I said. They're exposing themselves because TBI is going to find out who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, if that's actually happening, yeah, they're going to hunt it down. If anybody's doing stupid shit like that, it's a problem. But law enforcement's going to handle it. There's no need for any of this shit.
I can't comprehend all this.
Oh, your name is so funny. Thank you, Polly Waffle. What a cute name, Polly Waffle. Everything and everyone is traceable. Yeah, guided. Facts. Holly says that white boy radio called about Betty. For real? Really, Samantha? I can only imagine. Yeah, who would not just bold but dumb enough, right? Money talks. Yes. Whispering wins. Yes.
That
all right. Let's play War Eagle and see about Taco.
What's up, man? I'm doing all right. Thanks for hanging out the show. Like you had. What the hell happened, man? Are you still at work? Or?
Yeah, I'm at lunch right now. Let me get my headphones working here.
All right.
Yeah,
no problem.
All right, go down to work. I'm out of work.
Oh, sweet, man. Look at that. Front row access. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm at desk right now, so I'm just chilling.
Oh, nice, man. So what the hell happened, man? Like they hostile.
Sorry, got to slow you guys down. That was too fast.
Mail towards you?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. They came to my house. I was already at work, so they got to my wife. I told my wife you should take pictures and stop answering questions.
For real? Really, Samantha? I can only imagine. Yeah, who would not just bold but dumb enough, right? Money talks. Yes. Whispering wins. Yes. All right. Let's play War Eagle and see about Taco.
What's up, man?
Not much, man. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for hanging out the show like you have been for a while. What the hell happened, man? Are you still at work or?
Yeah, I'm at lunch right now. Hold on, let me get my headphones working here.
All right.
My head out that. Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, here you go. Yeah, I'm at work. I'm out of work.
Oh, sweet, man. Look at that. Front row access. Appreciate it.
So this man is at work on lunch.
Yeah, I'm at my desk right now, so I'm just chilling.
Oh, nice, man. So what the hell happened, man? Like they hostile mail towards you?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. They came to my house. I was already at work, so they got to my wife. I told my wife you should take pictures and stop answering questions, and you should send them my way, but
they never came to your work?
They never came to my work. I figured they know where I work because they're the Federal Bureau of Investigation, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much they know what their answers are before they even come, so I'm not really sure if it's for real or who was out there. I didn't get to see the ID. My wife was all starry-eyed because of the company. You know what I'm saying? Plus, my dog was wanting to eat the guy. So he called me up, and I was like,
Snazzy, thank you for the super sticker. Hey, Brittany. It's probably Yvette. Yvette's usually on nonsense duty. What up, Yvette? How's it going? Did you miss me?
That's funny. They should come visit me.
Huh, I'm surprised they didn't. Did they leave her a card or anything?
No. There's some type of federal FBI male harassment investigations or something like that. I'm not really sure what it was.
Oh, flies. I wonder if they'll be the chosen ones after this, because it seems to me they would be a liability if you're trying to build an ethical, factual, concrete, hardcore stand where they stand. No wish-washy, flip-flopping, thin-skinned Well, that would be if you're trying to build that team. If you're just trying to build a team of useful idiots, you got your perfect ones. Carry on.
That's weird. I think they would have at least left a business card for you to get. For you to get a hold of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, at least fucking came out here and fucking made a big scene of my job at least for 15, 20 minutes. You know?
get you off the clock for a few, huh?
You know, something.
Huh? So hostile mail. They did.
Get him off the clock for a minute. He's more concerned about getting off the clock. He could have called the FBI and said, "Hey, were you guys at my house?" Anyways, this is all fucking weird. Is it Moy? Thank you for the super sticker. Much appreciated.
Didn't go into any further than that or nothing. They just they just asked if you lived there and then said, "This is who we are," and then they left.
Yep, they flashed a badge to my wife, and that was about it.
Man, that's crazy.
You would think they left a card, like if you need anything type of deal, or like an open-end statement, like whatever. Here's a card.
Yeah, call us. We're looking for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I mean, if it's a hostile threat, don't you think if they're actually coming to your house to warn you, if it was legit, that they would actually try to make sure that they contacted you, whether by phone or showing up or giving a business card to come back tomorrow?
Well, not ding dong ditch me. You know what I'm saying? I tell ladies, get the dog next to you and break out the gun, and I'll be home at 1:30. You know what I mean?
Ding dong, ding dong ditch you. That's funny as hell, man. Yeah, I don't know. That's got to be a little worrisome then, man. If it doesn't.
Not telling you what to do, but I would want to at least like document it with your local.
I mean, of course, it's going to be worrisome. I'm outside smoking a cigarette, and it's really windy all of a sudden. But it's going to be worrisome for CJ. You know, there's cobras in the bushes of Tennessee that are, you know, lurking, and belt bandits and gunshots and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my!
Local police or something. That's just me.
I think tomorrow I'm going to call the local branch here and see if they have actual people out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if it has something to do with the mail, I didn't think it was a separate branch of the FBI for mail.
Listen, if it was legitimately a law enforcement officer, all he's got to do was call up to his local branch and find out, right?
I'm sorry, but I can't visualize the FBI doing a ding dong ditch. That was funny.
Is that what he's saying they did?
Yeah, they ding dong ditched him. And they left no card, no nothing. They just flashed a badge and then they left.
Hold on. Let me go back. All right. Hold on. I got so distracted. I couldn't help it. Like, I zoned out looking at his hat, and then the way that, sorry, War Eagle, I love you, but you got it sped up. And to me, it's like that. My ADHD is all, I lost track of what they were saying halfway through. So
basically what he said is there's no proof of anything, and he's just claiming that somebody came to his house, and we have no indication that this would have anything to do with anything. Uncle Taco is not a factor in Sebastian's missing case, in my opinion. He has just inserted himself like another character of the clown show. Carry on.
I don't know. Just try one more time. I don't.
Funny, they should come visit me.
Huh? I'm surprised they didn't. Did they leave her a card or anything?
No.
No card, no nothing. Roro, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the cabana.
Took the pictures and stopped answering questions, and you should send them my way, but
They never came to your work?
they never came. How's that? Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, here you go. Yeah, I'm at work. I'm out of work.
Oh, sweet, man. Look at that. Front row access. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm at my desk right now, so I'm just chilling.
Oh, nice, man. So what the hell happened, man? Like, they hostile mail towards you?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. They came to my house. I was already at work, so they got to my wife. I told my wife you should take pictures and stopped answering questions, and you should send them my way, but
They never came to your work?
They never came to my work. I figured they know where I work because they're the Federal Bureau of Investigation, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much they know what their answers are before they even come. So I'm not really sure if it's for real or wwho was out there. I didn't get to see the ID. My wife was all starry-eyed because of the company. You know what I'm saying? Plus, my dog was wanting to eat the guy. So she called me up, and I was like, that's funny. They should come visit me.
Huh? I'm surprised they didn't. Did they leave her a card or anything?
No. It was some type of federal FBI male harassment investigations or something like that. I'm not really sure what it was.
That's weird.
What? Some FBI
Mail harassment, as in snail mail. United States.
Is that even a real?
It happens.
Hold on. Let me look it up. FBI mail.
This is from last night on CJ's channel, CJ Crime Concept, you know, the one that has the missing serpentine belt. This happened last night on his channel. He's given it his 150 of his PPP progress. I don't even fucking know anymore. I can't with this guy. Oh,
harassment. Let me see. Huh. Mail harassment?
MAIL, not MALE.
Yeah, that's what I was.
That's right there is my favorite part of the whole live. She's Jesus, take the wheel. She. Ooh, this is how smart your panel guest thinks you are. Ooh,
Mail harassment.
just mute me.
Hostile mail? What is hostile mail?
Yeah, right here. If you're experiencing mail harassment, mail, MAIL, harassment, you can report it to the FBI by contacting your local FBI field office. You can find a list of local field offices on the FBI website. Huh.
But what is hostile mail?
Let me look that up. Hostile mail harassment. The heck? That is a real thing.
What? Oh, there you go. Big mad all caps. Hostile mail. I don't know. I mean, I could personally call every single advertisement that shows up in my mailbox hostile because I don't want to see it.
Let me see. Mailing threatening communications. Threatening letters and cyberbullying. Federal mailing threatening communication laws. Email harassment. What is it? What it is and what's the law? So that's pretty much what comes up when I type in F.
Meanwhile, there's no proof. Uncle Taco comes on and they're like taking it so seriously that this might have happened.
FBI hostile mail harassment.
I find it weird, but all right.
Was it placed in the mailbox or was it delivered?
Good question, because if it comes into your mail, it's federal, which is why FBI was on it.
I don't know, you guys.
Anything with the mail would have gone to the postmaster first.
Let's play the rest of this and then we'll talk about it. War Eagle says, so someone has been sending Uncle Taco threatening mail.
Oh my
and
God.
The FBI has intercepted it, in my opinion. So
there's no proof of that whatsoever, that anybody's been sending Uncle Taco anything. There's no proof that these people even exist. Uncle Taco's at work on lunch, and instead of calling the FBI to see if somebody came by his house, he pops on a live stream to tell this story because CJ had earlier in the day reposted Joseph Lesniak's post and then amplified it and intensified it like somebody's doing something to stop him from searching for Sebastian. And they were supposed to take dogs out there that day, and you stalled them, but you're not going to stall us again. I mean, come on, people.
So did he say that he's? Let's hear.
Oh my God.
I think they would have at least left a business card for you to get. For you to get a hold of them. You know what I mean?
Right. KDK, thank you for the support. Thank you so much.
Here and fucking made a big scene of my job at least for 15.
They would have put a business card in the door. You know what I mean?
No, they would have handed it to Uncle Taco's wife because she was right there, supposedly.
Like stuck it in the door.
Oh my God.
The only thing I know about communications, like
PJs, thank you so much for the super sticker, whatever these. You guys are so great. Thank you so much. You can't help but just laugh at this shit. And we're not laughing at the fact that Sebastian's missing. Please understand that. Not whatsoever. We're laughing at the shit show that has surrounded themselves and become the noise. This is a totally separate situation. These people are just noise and useful idiots to amplify narratives that have been pushed out.
I think Jay was saying that Taco texted her once and
oh my God,
like said something about, hey,
now we're digging deep.
Do I know you or something? Do you live in Tampa? And she said that freaked her out, and so she didn't answer him. and she thought that it was weird. Like she thought that he was trying to figure out where she was and that she felt weird. So do you think she reported that as a weird communication?
I find it weird that you're even bringing that up and even implying that the situation was real first and foremost, and then you're implying a creator that you guys have had issues with, Jay for Justice is who they're talking about. That you're implying that because she felt weird over Uncle Taco texting her. I mean, come on. The two situations have nothing to do with each other, most likely. We don't even know if there's any proof whatsoever that this even happened. Come on.
It is being said that a certain someone did that to Uncle Taco.
Nothing's being said. Nothing's being said because there's no fucking proof of this. Ooh.
Jay.
We're trying. We're struggling here, though.
Yeah,
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I am. Yeah, I'm staying out of that one.
It's so bizarre. Like it doesn't make any sense.
all right. Let's listen to. They're saying let's listen to the rest and maybe explain some more. Here we go.
Sure.
20 minutes. You know?
Get you off the clock for a few, huh?
Well, you know, something.
Huh? So hostile mail. They didn't go into any further than that or nothing. They just what they do, just ask if you live there and then said, "This is who we are," and then they left.
Yep, they flashed a badge to my wife, and that was about it.
Man, that's crazy.
Flashed the badge and left. It makes total sense.
You would think they left a card, like if you need anything type of deal or like an open-ended statement, like whatever. Here's a card.
Yeah,
You would
call
think.
us. Call us. We're looking for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I mean, if it's a hostile threat, don't you think if they're actually coming to your house to warn
I'm actually appreciative of Trey's facial expression right now because Trey's calling bullshit on this, I guarantee.
you, if it was legit, that they would actually try to make sure that they contacted you, whether by phone or showing up or giving a business card to come back tomorrow?
Well, not ding dong ditch me. You know what I'm saying? I told ladies, get the dog next to you and break out the gun and
Well, CJ's got this fucking seal clap going on too. I can't stand him. I actually like narc divers. I just don't understand why he associates with these people.
be home at 1:30. You know what I mean?
Ding dong, ding dong, did you? That's funny as hell, man. Yeah, I don't know. That's got to be a little worrisome then, man. If it doesn't, is there
Not telling you what to do.
As worrisome as fucking serpentine belt bandits in the fucking roads of Tennessee. Come on now.
But I would want to at least like document it with your local police or something. That's just me.
I think tomorrow I'm going to call the local branch here and see if they have actual people out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if it has something to do with the mail, I didn't think it was a separate branch of the FBI for mail. I thought mail had their own shit because they're pretty much above everybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Huh. Yeah.
I don't know.
Any names? Did they give any names or anything, or just she was probably just so
Yeah, like wow,
you know,
FBI's here. My dog's going.
Agent non, agent existent. That's what I'm assuming. Agent non, agent existent.
Haywire. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I'm a big dog, man. It's like 100 pounds.
yeah. Well, that's crazy, man. Well, prayers in case anything happens. You know what I mean? Prayers. Definitely reach out and contact your local authorities. Let them know.
Most definitely. Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
Have a good evening. I got to
Appreciate you. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for hopping in. Appreciate you, bro.
Have a good night.
You too, buddy.
This is gonna be a fun one. Here we go. Buckle up.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm
I don't
sure
know what
we're
you're
all thinking what you're thinking.
They showed up at his door. Somebody called on him to have them investigated.
That's not what happened. That's what I'm thinking this entire time. That's why I don't understand it. People keep commenting, no, they're saying that the FBI intercepted a threat that somebody sent to Taco. But how would they intercept it before he saw it? And yet other people.
I can't keep it together. There is 5 of these mofos on panel, and none of them are saying, look, there's no proof of this shit that even happened. Why are we even talking about this?
Like Dog and them have been getting threats, and those weren't intercepted. So I don't understand. I don't get that part.
Said they showed up at the door. They didn't leave a business card.
FBI does email? Jill, is that true?
Yes, they do. Yes, they
Guidance says, War Eagle, I'm assuming fake. The FBI don't open your mail.
This is great.
But I know too much. You have to listen to CJ's whole live.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I'll just wait to see what I find out, y'all. I'm just trying. Let's just wait, okay? As soon as I hear something and I get to go, okay, I'll say it.
As soon as she gets the go ahead from the team of what narrative they want pushed, she'll go with it.
But trust me, they're looking into it. Everybody's looking into it. Gonna get to the bottom of it.
Everybody but Uncle Taco's looking into it. Everybody else is looking into it.
But hold on a second. Give me a second. What else you got, War Eagle? What else did you upload today? Hold on. I want to talk about all the hate that has come from this case.
Yeah, let's talk about that, Brittany.
And how sickening it is. Son, you got to go to bed. It's time for bed. You're going to be miserable tomorrow.
Let's talk about all the
Brittany,
hate.
the question is, if it was really the FBI or someone else for War Eagle.
Right.
Yeah, because there was no business card. They leave a business card.
I find that very sus to not leave a card.
They're government officials. They would leave you a card.
Oh my God. Somebody.
So if it was fake,
Oh.
that means that someone is posing as a law enforcement official and knocking on someone's door, while at the same time, someone else is accusing someone else of putting a law enforcement badge out on and knocking on someone's door. That doesn't. I don't get it. What? So they're doing. So the person that's doing the accusing is doing the action that they're accusing the person. Oh my Lord.
We're really trying to connect these here. She's really trying and struggling because they don't connect. We have no proof that that existed, that ever happened to Uncle Taco. None.
I've done messed my brain up.
Lesniak already said that it's being investigated on the other stuff. It's what it is.
That's what I said. I think the best thing we can do
Oh.
is just focus, like just wait until we get more information. It'll be less confusing, right? It's not even worth us like even trying to figure it out right now.
Good job, Brittany.
Because we only have bits and pieces, and it's just going to nag our souls. So, hold on, I'm pulling up.
Pull it up.
Twitter, because I'm going to show. I've got some dog posted something tonight that I was a little confused about.
No, Brittany confused. Say it ain't so.
Myself until I asked Justin what he thought, and then I felt like a fool. I was like, "Oh my God, how did I not even consider what Justin just said?" So I'm going to read. Hang on a minute. I'm going to read one of Dog's latest post.
Oh, this is.
And Guidance is sending you a message on Facebook, Brittany.
Okay.
All right. Get your helmets out with your tinfoil.
Give me just a second. See, try to get on the. All right, let me check. Bear with me, guys. Hold, please. Oh, my tooth has been bothering me for 2 days. I believe I'm going to have to go to the dentist tomorrow.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Neil, turn it off.
Why did you just? I'm not going to the bathroom.
I'm not.
Please.
Okay, okay. I got you, Guidance.
There's 5 motherfuckers on that panel and they're silent. Hello, dead air.
In Summer's case, Benny Keys and Penny and some woman, Stacy Slay, were pretending to be FBI.
Oh, here we go.
Really? Okay.
Here we go.
Isn't that where somebody involved in the case now is? Didn't they originate from that group of people?
I don't know. I don't ever pretend to be anybody but myself. Whether you like me or not is your choice, but I don't pretend to be other people. Sorry.
Well, I mean, the people that were just mentioned, Benny Keys and all them from the Summer case, isn't there somebody in the case now that was involved in that fuckery when it was going on?
Again, those people are just clowns. They're nothing to do with the case.
That other case?
Sorry.
I do not know.
Who was
They're trying hard to connect the two.
Jody Sue?
Good Lord.
Who was she?
Are you asking me?
Any of you? Who was Jody Sue?
She's a
I think
neighbor.
she was that neighbor that heard the scream or whatever. But
She was Mrs. Kravitz, the neighbor.
Trampoline.
So, guys, I don't know what
That's not my background noise.
this is all about, but I can explain something that happened to me. And it's I'm not going to go into what is about me. I'm just saying how I was approached.
Nana story time. Gotta love
I
them.
was divorced for several years. I mean, like, oh gosh, maybe like 14 years. And I got a call.
Yeah, PJ, I asked that at the very beginning. Please don't talk or mention her children at all in this chat. We don't do that.
From the Secret Service. And I got a call. They didn't show up at my door. They didn't send me a letter. They didn't send me an email. I got a call. And they said that my ex-husband was being prosecuted because he didn't file his taxes for years. And they wanted me to produce the taxes when we were married. And I told him that I would think about this and I'd get back to him. So I didn't get an email. I didn't get a letter. I didn't get a knock at my door. I got a call.
And
But anyway, make a long story short, I didn't contact them back because it'd been over 7 years and you don't have to produce your taxes for 7 years. And he went to jail. He spent 18
Oh,
months in
wow.
jail. But what I'm saying is, I don't think they're going to send you an email. I don't think they're going to send you a text. But then this was back in 1994. So times have changed. I just find this really weird. I mean, just really, really weird.
I find it even weirder that that story had nothing to do with anything. And we told that story for why? Because it didn't even. Okay. This is going to take everything I have in me.
I honestly, here's the thing. Here's where the fact that this is happening at all just goes along with what my title is the division, the chaos, the hypocrisy, the hate. All of this around Sebastian's case. Why? Why is this surrounding? Why is all of this happening in the case of a missing child, a 15-year-old boy that has been like the amount?
Well, Brittany, I got some answers for you tonight. Are you ready for them?
Of effery that has happened in this case is beyond anything that I've ever seen. Thank God that
it's so many distractions.
Yeah.
So many.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of distractions and a lot of flip flopping and narrative pushing. I got you.
Distracted. Oh, and by the way, I guess I better elaborate on that so the haters don't come back on me. Yes, I did file my taxes all the time I was married. What he
That's
did
so
after we
shameful.
divorced, well, whatever he did after we divorced was not my problem. So
Nana, I'm not a hater, but your story time just was irrelevant to the situation. But thank you for clearing up dead air, I guess.
I contacted a lawyer, found out what I should do, and he said, don't contact him. You don't have to. It's been over 7 years, so I didn't do anything wrong. But I'm just saying, I didn't get email. I didn't get knock on the door. I didn't get a letter. They actually called me and told me they were the Secret Service and, they wanted this information.
So
I call people and say I'm the Hulk too, okay?
Call you.
Pardon?
I didn't think the
I'll
secret
turn it down.
phone call you.
Well, you're talking 1994.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah. I mean, that was a long time ago. Things are different now. I would think they would send a certified letter if they had a problem with you, and have it sent to you and you sign for it, or show up at the door with their badge and a business card. Those are the two things they would probably do. They wouldn't send an email. They wouldn't send a letter.
So
And go ahead.
go ahead. No, finish.
No,
finish
I'm
what
just
you're
saying they wouldn't probably call you in this day and age. That was way back when, So I don't know. This is just very strange. Just very bizarre.
Oh.
But for the attorney to be involved in it, I'm like you, Britt. Something really did happen. This isn't people on the internet or on YouTube.
The attorney isn't involved in the Uncle Taco situation. Two separate situations.
Just blowing their crap.
Yeah.
Something really did happen. And like you said, we're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait for it to play out. We're going to have to wait for more information to come up before we can figure this out because it's too
vague.
There's not enough information.
No, no.
To go on.
It took him that long to figure it out.
Big Bird said, Brittany, check my above comment. Okay, how they do things now. Let me see that. And then I want to read this post from Dog because it's interesting. And what I think he's saying is even more interesting.
Oh.
Big Bird said the difference is that it's a fraud crime and they do that in a call manner. Okay. So how do they Britt can also go to Nick the Hat and Jennifer and Brian Enton and ECT. I have been busy posting that song. Yeah, I'm going to
Brian Enton
to message Nick. I'll text Nick. I just want to be careful what I say. Just watch War Eagles clips. That's why. Okay, we'll watch War Eagles.
Does Nick know about all the things you've said, Brittany, about his team? Yo, Nick. Booty hole skunk puncher. Now would be a prime time for you to tune in and see what this useful idiot is really doing for your team.
Eagles clips. But let me go through War Eagles. Thank God War Eagle made this community post. Thank you so much, Jody McLaughlin, for being number 430. I mean, what'd you say? 420, 422. Thank you. All right. So here's a post that was made by Dog, the bounty hunter. This was at 5:18.
I would venture to say it's probably somebody that runs Dog's social media. Dog's 71 years old, riding a golf cart around, going to the gym and the tanning salon. Like, he ain't making posts on Twitter.
Yeah.
Plus it rhymes. If it was Dog, it would be like, brother, I see you. I get you. Brian Laundrie.
Was today, 9:30, 2024. Monkey see, monkey do. Are you pulling a Brian Laundrie? I see you. And I was like, what the heck is this man saying?
No.
What is he talking about, Brian Laundrie? And my thoughts, where my mind went immediately. Oh, 400 and hold on. Hello? That was so weird. Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Did you? Oh,
It sounded like you were calling yourself.
Oh my God. This is why I can't do panels.
Somebody dropped off panel.
Emmy
No
did?
shit.
No.
Lost connection. Emmy must have got a
Either?
call. Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know how the hell that happened though. Emmy got a call and it interfered with my mic.
Yeah, it said it was you talking 400 and something. That's why I said, did you call yourself?
No, Emmy got a call and it interfered with my mic. That was
Okay.
really weird.
Tell us what you think about this.
We
post.
heard you call you. Yeah, no, I didn't call me. Emmy got a call. So, Jody McLaughlin, thank you so much for being a member for 5 months. Beautiful lady.
Land it.
Big Bird says, in criminal cases, the federal marshals show up and do not leave cards. That 100% keep. Wait a minute. They 100% keep just showing up where you work, but do it at your home first. My wife's recently in federal prison for the 2nd time. Wow. So they just keep coming back. Interesting. So maybe they did. Maybe they did, show up over at Uncle Taco's. Jody McLaughlin, you are beautiful and you are so
One thing might have nothing to do with the other. Okay.
sweet. Thank you so much. Guys, if you were gifted 5 memberships from our Jody McLaughlin, please tell her thank you.
Holy
Welcome to the
Lord.
Green Teams, my love. Thank you so much.
So
Beautiful head of hair.
I guess I have a question
I
about
know,
that.
beautiful.
Did they tell Uncle Taco's wife why they were there and what they wanted?
See, that's the thing. If we were just listening
No.
to it, it sounded like he said that welcome to the Green Team guidance. It sounded like his wife was so upset about it that okay, no, they didn't. Guidance said no.
No.
Thank you, Guidance. Hey, Retha.
We all listened to the same shit. The answer was no.
So they just showed up and didn't say what they wanted?
You listened to the same. Oh.
I'm just so confused about this.
Hey, SL. Hey, Tax Lady Lisa. That's what I'm saying. It just don't even do us any good to even try to figure it out right now.
Exactly.
Got nervous and left when their adult son showed up. There you go. That just is yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
So they're not going to get nervous and leave. Sorry.
The FBI agents, agent non-agent existent, got nervous and left.
Sounds very fishy. Yeah. Okay. Now I got it.
Hello, Retha. Welcome, sweetheart.
Can you tell us what you think of this post, please?
Hello, Miss Blue Eyes. Welcome. Welcome, everybody.
Oh.
Enjoy life. Good to see you. Okay.
What does
Go ahead.
monkey do mean? Are you pulling up Brian Laundrie? What's a Brian Laundrie?
Okay, that's what I'm trying to explain. So when I first read this, I was like, what the hell is this man talking about? And my mind immediately went to, okay, Brian Laundrie unalived his girlfriend and he hid. What is that? How does that pertain to Sebastian's case at all? But then I talked to our very wise and amazing Justin. And I said, Justin, what the hell is dog talking about?
She called Spanky for verification.
Kills me with his riddles. Justin said, Brittany, I think he's talking about Brian Laundrie being a mama's boy. And I was like, oh my Jesus, I feel like an absolute fool. Yes, that's it.
That was
Brian
exactly what
Ding, ding, ding. Gold star. They figured out the riddle.
Laundrie is a mama's boy, just like CP, right? So I think that's what
We don't even know if Chris is a mama's boy. His mama's never even spoke.
dog is talking about in this. Is mama helping you, covering it all up? Because if you think about
Covering what up, Brittany? I thought you didn't imply anything.
From what I've heard, allegedly, in my opinion, I could
That doesn't cover your ass.
Be completely wrong. It sounds like mama foots the bill for a lot of what they got going on over there.
Where's the proof of that?
Yeah, Brittany, that has been my theory from the beginning, and I haven't changed, and I won't. No.
So the parents hid the body.
Well,
no,
I'm not saying.
Wait. What was just said? Yeah. What was just said? Let's take that back a moment. Let's put it on regular speed. Watch them cover this.
It's the bill for a lot of what they got going on over there.
Yeah, Brittany, that has been my theory from the beginning, and I haven't changed, and I won't. No.
And the parents hid the body.
Well,
no,
I'm not saying that.
that. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I think she was the ringleader.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. In my opinion.
I don't know. Okay, y'all were getting way ahead of me on this. I wasn't thinking any of that. No, I don't know. What I'm saying is
she's covering for her son.
What I'm saying is she's helping him like always. But as far as like body, I don't listen. We don't
Helping him what? Helping him what? We have no indication she's helping him at all.
even know what happened to
Mm-mm.
Sebastian, so we don't need to even.
Oh,
No.
Let's just try to
let's
one day
get
at a time.
yeah.
I have a dumb question. Why would she then take care of her over just her son if he wasn't there and he has an alibi?
Right. Right. Casey May,
No, that's not a
20
dumb
months.
question. That's a great question.
20 months, Casey May. What am I?
And we have no indication. Just because she went to support Katie the day that he went missing means nothing more than that.
going to do with you? Thank you. Wow. 4 more months and you'll be here 2 years. That means so much to me. Thank you so much. Love you, Britt. Always. I love you always. Thank you. Hey,
Can you
Billy
read-
Ray.
We got to
Can you read Trooper's mom's comment, please?
The laundry search close to where Brian's body was found. Dog means this because CP and KP are searching now, in my opinion. God, I hope not. I hope not.
They're
But,
doing
I mean-
photo ops to pretend they're searching.
Yeah.
They're doing photo ops to pretend they're searching. Who in the chat remembers when Brittany said that it was a photo op when Seth was on the boat with Tony for the news?
Michelle W says it's more than just covering, in my opinion. She was a part of it because she was the one who wanted Faith. I don't know, y'all.
Well,
Yeah,
because
another thing I saw on Facebook, not Facebook today, but out here, I don't know whose channel it was. It could have been on Justice, I don't know. But the laundry part, they didn't search at all until about the time that it was way into it. And then when they did search, they took them to where it was.
They weren't allowed to go in there. They had that
They took him to where it was. He was.
part closed.
I don't remember that being the way things went.
And the day they opened the park is the day they found Brian Laundrie.
I'm just referring to Dog's post. That's what he's trying to say. Monkey see, monkey does, monkey do.
So Mish says, Britt, I thought he could have meant that the laundries found Brian when he was missing, and now the PFs are searching for and are going to find Sebastian too. Very well could.
That's
I mean,
That's exactly what I was just saying.
very well could. I mean, it could be what he means. It's so hard to really tell with Dog, but I can tell you, like, he's throwing it out there, you know.
He's throwing it out there, exactly doing what he intends to do to get these people to run wild and make theories about stuff.
Hard to really say.
So they want the reward money that bad?
They want the reward money that bad.
No, he doesn't want the reward money. He wants to find the child. He put up reward money.
I don't think she's talking about Dog.
Yes, Ginger Snap, he did.
Who's she talking about?
Ginger Snap asked if Brian Laundrie unalived himself. The answer is yes.
Yes. Yeah.
If she's talking about CP or KP wanting the money, they can't. The parents can't get it. They can't get the reward money if they find the child.
Oh, okay. Mohawk, I didn't know that.
You guys want to do another detour right quick? Anybody feeling like a detour? You want to go off-roading for a moment?
But SF, no. SF can. And he's going out looking with a drone and the parents.
Yeah, it's possible.
7 months. I'm sorry to be mean.
All right, let's go. Which one should I go to first? Well, let's go here first. Let's go to this time stamper-rooney. Oh, this is May 30th too. Ready, fire.
Ask questions like she hasn't, been slandering Seth the kingdom come, and
Oh, I
she
know who you're
claimed
talking
it.
about.
You.
Did you see what I told her?
Do you feel welcomed here? Yeah, the audacity that she had to go into Bullhorn Betty's was.
And then she
shocking.
left after that. Not
Well-
that I said anything, but she
This is when they were reviewing Bullhorn Betty talking to Seth and Tony.
just had enough. That
Well,
everybody
she
was
went
happy
in
with.
there and she said, "Do you think it's because you haven't seen Sebastian in a month?" Where did she get that from? That Seth hadn't seen Sebastian in a month. Where did like?
Because
Seth
he
didn't
sees
see him
him.
in a week because Seth had to work the weekend that he was supposed to get him, and so he had to change his weekend. So
He gets him every other weekend.
right, so he
So
hadn't
that's
seen him
where
in a
they
week.
got it.
So why is
But
she
he,
going in
but he
there
talked
saying
to
a
him on the
month?
phone.
Because I
Just
think
like
that's how it
everybody
came out. Because he was supposed to have him the weekend prior.
No,
but
Holly,
he
worse than
didn't.
her.
Right, but he had to
So
work.
being he gets him every other weekend, that would put it 3 weeks prior. So I think that's where they came up with the month.
Who said the month part? Who said that? Other than
Uh,
the know it all
Seth.
chat.
Well, I don't remember if Seth said it was like exactly a month. He just said I wasn't able to have him on my last weekend, which was that weekend that had just passed.
Okay.
But he gets
Factually speaking, the last time Seth had Sebastian was the 16th, 17th, 18th, and the 19th of February.
him every other weekend. So the next weekend he would have gotten him would have been 2 weeks prior. I'm not saying he didn't drop by the house or anything and say hi, but he just
That's what he said. So that might be where
Right.
that's coming from.
Well, the know-it-all went into Bullhorn Betty's with the sheer intention to try to play Seth and spin the narrative that he is basically a non-existent father. And listen, feel how you want to about Seth. I'm not happy with him.
Oh, wait a second. Let's go back. Hold on. Here you go.
Non-existent father. And listen, feel how you want to about Seth. I'm not happy with him, but that doesn't change what I believe to be true. And I do not in a million years think that man had anything to do with his child's disappearance at all. And I also don't think he's a deadbeat dad or non-existent. Even Katie said with her own mouth in the interview.
Why weren't you happy with Seth?
With the reporter, if you guys remember the one where she's wearing the black and white shirt and they're giving the interview in the house with the Southern Belle reporter, remember she said if Sebastian was involved in any sports, his dad would be there on the front row.
Yep.
His dad was very active in his life. Chris and Katie have made no qualms about that. So this narrative that the know-it-all is trying to spin that Seth is a bad father isn't what she does that to everybody that she don't like. It's crazy. That's gross. We don't have to.
She was disgusting.
She is disgusting. And I'm so glad people let her know how they feel about
Not one
her.
person.
Oh, it's really disgusting when you flip and flop in cases for the best benefit of yourself as a creator. That's even more disgusting. Why were you mad at Seth?
I liked her in that chat. Not
Because
one person.
She's everything that's wrong with these. I don't even want to say the true crime community because I don't want to put that on the true crime community, but she's everything like
She's everything that's wrong in her own head.
Yep.
I guess that's how we can put it.
Oh my Lord, you really just paid me to tell me that I'm clickbaiting? Brittany, your caption is clickbait. You haven't found anything. Dying on Seth Rogers Stone is hilarious. Was that worth your $5? Thank you for paying me. Okay. You can say, yeah, like, thank you for the $5. The joke is on you, buddy.
Well, Brittany, I don't know if anybody went over there afterwards because we all knew this was happening.
We're not done yet.
But I did. And I didn't get to finish it because I came here.
Yeah,
no. And I don't like
because you suck. Oh my God. Bueller. You're funny. I can't even be mad at you, bye troll. Bunch of bums. Are you good, bro? Hey, you can give me another $5 super chat if you want.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, I was just gonna say I don't know. I can't stand BHB.
Jesus.
But tonight I have to say the question she asked him was phenomenal. I'm sorry, but it was.
Who?
BHB.
Oh, okay.
I think Nana's saying she went over there and she cost.
Wait, did Nana just say she can't stand BHB either? This whole panel don't like BHB. Brittany called her an opportunist. Nana says she don't like her. Brittany was mad at Seth. How things have changed.
Some drama for you in chat. Is that what you're
I didn't
saying?
I didn't cause drama for her. I went over to hear what was going on, and I actually liked it, but I didn't like that person being in there, so I just kind of told her off. But everybody was being very respectful in the chat except for her. But that didn't have anything to do with the chat. I'm saying the questions that she asked him were questions that we all wanted to hear. Things that she asked him and he answered.
Oh.
Just made me more into knowing that how much he loved his son.
Right.
And no, you guys don't agree with me.
No, I don't have I'm not gonna take away. I'm not gonna be.
I haven't changed my mind since day one. I haven't changed my mind since day one. I'm still the same. I feel the same. A lot of shit, excuse me. I can't believe I said that. A lot of crap has gone on, but I don't follow the crap. I don't believe in the crap. I just believe in what's in my heart. And in my heart, I know that this man loved his son. He raised him, and he did the best he could until they got the divorce, and then he had no control. And that's just my opinion.
Do you see do you see what comment she just pinned? I got blocked when I called out con artist Tony.
See, and I don't like that. And that's the thing about, come on, Bullhorn Betty. Like, if you're going to do this, be fair. You got to let the dissenters come in and you got to let people have, and I'm not talking about like the know-it-all that went in and came in guns a-blazing, because that was wrong what she did. Like, the know-it-all came in and was like instantly, just being super disrespectful, but people should be able to ask questions, and I mean,
well, he didn't talk much in the time I was there. He may have talked afterwards. I mean, educated opinion, let me know that, because I didn't hear him talk a whole lot, because I would have had some things to say too, because I don't like him.
I think, okay, so I think I'm with Marlena here though. Like, here's my thing. I'm not against Seth. I don't want anybody to get it wrong. Like, I'm certainly not going to be like some of these other people out here who, jump from either you're on one side or the other, or, if you
Oh, what if you play the middle for whatever benefits you the most? Like a useful idiot does.
Just like something somebody does, you instantly got to like start slagging them, or you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to be that way. I still believe he very much loves his son. I think Katie loves Sebastian. I just have questions. But I like what Marlena just said. She says, I really don't think Seth did anything to Sebastian, but I'm over all these people surrounding Sebastian. These adults need to start adulting and keep it on Sebastian. There was somebody in the first live I did tonight that said it really well. Some of these parents have caused some of this drama. I mean, they have.
They are the ones who did.
The parents caused the drama?
Because they couldn't keep their story straight. I mean, they just kept saying different things.
No.
People were just wanting to help. I think it was all innocent in the beginning with the community. I'm just trying to figure things out.
Oh.
So here's what I think I'm going to do. Because I don't think BHB cares for me. I don't know. Maybe I doubt she really cares for me. Obviously I'm going to use fair use. We're going to drop BHB's link in chat.
Well, you called her an opportunist earlier. Same day on your other channel. We just listened to that.
I am going to say Bueller, my y'all tell me I'm totally against clickbait. So be 100% honest with me, because that's the last thing I ever want to do. My title says, let's review this interview with Seth and Tony. I just caught something. Is that clickbait? Did I not just tell y'all what I caught? And I mean, I caught something he said, and he said that, and we're going to go through it again, but he clearly says that Sebastian had his own chair and he would be there on his switch watching, and then he stops himself and he goes to, I will be in my room. You know,
was that on this interview?
Yes, we'll hear it in a minute. Yeah, and
I guess I didn't hear that.
Was she calling Seth out on some stuff? No, she was mad at Seth.
I wanted to go ahead and tell y'all within the first 5 minutes what I heard, because I don't want anybody to accuse me of like holding off to tell you so I get more views. I ain't like that. It's not about that. I genuinely caught something he said, and I wanted to share it with you guys. You know what I mean? These people kill me. Listen. I unsubscribe from people over clickbait. I will. If you use clickbait, I'll unsub from you, because it's a lie, and I don't like that. It's shady, very shady. But
next title of my video will be clickbait.
We're gonna go through this because I think that it's important. Hopefully, she's done.
Yeah, she's done.
Okay, and like I said, I will drop her link and give her full credit, because it is her.
I know she's done, because I tried to comment and it wouldn't let me comment.
Tell me she didn't take it down. Surely.
No, I don't think it was that. I think it was if you comment after they closed down, you got to go into replay, and I wasn't in replay. I was still listening.
Okay, I got it right here. So I think I'm going to do it this way, like I did with the others. I'm going to pull it up, and we're going to play it in the background, because I mean, all we need is video, right?
In your channel.
And can one of the mods go get Bullhorn Betty's link? Not Bullhorn Betty Crime Stories, but the Bullhorn Betty with 30,000 subscribers. That Bullhorn Betty. Get that link and drop it in her chat.
And just to be on the safe side, let them play it. Let them put it up there every so often instead of just once.
And I need to get fair use. I need to get put a fair. If it can I feel like I run my mods to damn death. Lord, YouTube is asshole.
Let's go to another fun spot, shall we? I don't feel like listening to all that because we got more to get through. Okay, let's go here. Let's go see what we found here. Let's go look.
On that, it was a while. I don't know about a few hours, but they were live for a while, and not once did she cry. This is just. I just wanted to point that out. Call me a bad person. I'm sorry, but that's natural.
No, I agree with you.
All right. Going through this. Poor guy.
Take your time.
I wonder what we're gonna find here.
Okay. Well, hello, Mr. Mathis. How are you doing this evening?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
I am doing, as good as expected in a situation like this, But it's great having you. I just want to tell you thank you. Thank you for, speaking to me and, helping me with all of this. I really do appreciate it.
Sure.
I really do appreciate it. While he's taking a little, break, maybe I'll just talk to you about some things. How have things been going with everything?
As far as working with Seth, it's been fantastic. I mean, you're not going to find a better human. I think a lot of the challenge has just been not understanding how people function in a situation like this. And I would think that when somebody's child is missing, that everybody would bond together, regardless of the feelings about any of the parents involved. I mean, you would think everybody would be kind of like 9/11, right? Where it didn't matter what side of the aisle you were sitting on, we were all Americans. Everybody kind of bonded together. And you think when a child was missing, that's what you'd see. But in the words of another creator, it's out there in the streets. That's not the way it works. And that's been the biggest challenge. But I'm laser focused on taking care of Seth and helping.
The audio is terrible on their part.
Find his son. So as far as that goes, it's been fantastic. I mean, he's got a very small circle, but there's some wonderful people inside of that circle. And I talk to each of them every day, sometimes 3 hours in the morning, and that part's been fantastic. So
one thing that a lot of people don't know, I've never even shared with you, is Seth and I didn't know this until we started working together, but we actually grew up 15 minutes apart.
Mhm.
You know, he grew up in a little town called Riverton, Kansas, and I grew up in Joplin, Missouri, and those places are 15 minutes apart. So, you know, we ate a lot of the same restaurants growing up. So, we have that now to go back and talk about, even though the history beyond a month or so.
Right. Right.
And I did bring my latte this evening.
Oh, did you? I made one right before the show too. I made one right before the show. Sorry, I had to slow chat down just a little bit. Again, Seth, I'm sorry. I know that this is probably.
Don't be.
I'm sure you feel like it's over a meat grinder.
It's when I say it's a never-ending nightmare, it is.
Poor Seth. Sorry about that, man. Yeah, phony Tony. Listen, Seth walks away. Tony starts talking about his zoo crew again, right? Honestly, he talked about when he talked about the vigil they had. It was a freaking. It sounded like a damn meet and greet, right? I don't think anybody liked him at all.
She's not shit talking Tony. No. She's part of the select group that has direct access to them. But on May 30th, she was shit talking the entire team. Well, say it ain't so, you little hoe.
Nope.
At all.
No.
Her laugh scared you all, saying, yeah, she's got it. Yeah.
No, I just want everything to be the way it was. Last time I was here, I believe him.
You know, Betty, these kind of questions are tough on Seth, but quite frankly, Seth will be the first one to tell you that this is the type of stuff he wants people to hear, and this is truly what he wants to talk about.
There's so much stupid fucking drama.
Oh,
and it's
there is. He's right about that.
She pinned a comment from an account that said phony Tony.
It's not helping me find my son.
No, not at
And
all.
we'll get into that a little bit further down. You know, I can't even remotely.
I'll rewind that for you guys because I think some of you missed what was said.
Her laugh scared you all, saying, yeah, she's
a what?
Yeah.
She's a what?
I just want everything to be the way it was. Last time I was here.
A little bit.
We'll go ahead.
Again, Seth, I'm sorry. I know that this is probably.
Don't be.
I'm
I'm
sure you
not
feel
your
like it's
fault.
over a meat grinder.
It's when I say it's a never-ending nightmare, it is.
Poor Seth. Sorry about that, man. Yeah, phony Tony. Listen, Seth walks away. Tony starts talking about his zoo crew again, right? Honestly, he talked about when he talked about the vigil they had. It was a freaking. It sounded like a damn meet and greet, right? I don't think anybody liked him at all.
Nope.
At all.
No.
Her laugh scared you all, saying, yeah, she's got it. Yeah.
No, I just want everything to be the way it was. Last time I was here, I believe him.
You know, Betty, these kind of questions are tough ones.
Whoops. Did I do that?
But quite frankly, Seth will be the first one to tell you that this is the type of stuff he wants people to hear, and this is truly what he wants to talk about.
There's so much stupid fucking drama.
Oh,
and it's
there is. He's right about that.
It's not helping me find my son.
No, not at
And
all.
we'll get into that a little bit further down. You know, I can't even remotely imagine what you're going through dealing with a missing child, but all the other stuff going on that's just unnecessary. I mean, there's a time. I always talk. There's a time and a place for everything. This is a time, this is a place, and
It's never the time and never the place for a kid to do this.
yeah. But I'm talking about the other nonsense.
I try my best to ignore most of it.
That's probably the best thing you can do. I mean, like even right now, I got my list of questions over the comments and just praying to God that everybody's being good over there. You know.
Not even after being on another particular podcast or show, I don't just see your comments.
Yeah,
I don't have them up.
Yeah, I'll be doing a Q&A and I'll be kind of vetting the comments before we go over them. And we've got so many questions here, and I've got questions for my mods and a couple of questions that were sent to me for some. And I don't want to keep you all night, but I do want to get through a few.
Well, I'm pretty sure you can try to keep it all night.
Yeah, well, I'm sure even when you do have an opportunity to get sleep, your brain probably doesn't shut off. So
This is from May 30th, the same time this happened. For those of you guys coming in late, here, let me take you back in time. Just a quick little reminder here. May 30th from our other channel.
Terrible.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see where this goes. I mean, at the end of the day, Betty is absolutely an opportunist. I'm not ashamed to say that. In my opinion, allegedly, she's an opportunist. So, you know, I think she's seeing that Tony is her way to get to Seth. And I heard that Seth is like giving her interviews and things now.
Well, I have lost so much respect for Seth.
Yeah.
And ever since Tony showed up, I don't know. He's not even out searching anymore. And then I was listening. I can't remember who it was, but Tony has said, "Well, Seth will speak when I allow him to." What?
What? Wow.
When you allow him to?
Yeah,
he's
lost
a
his
grown
mind.
man.
Exactly.
And then I guess Seth has a face or a YouTube page now, but has
He's lost his mind?
written on there that they can't show the videos of Sebastian. Well, you would want Sebastian's videos posted and pictures.
I have a problem with that too. Why would you not want to get that out to everybody and share it out?
Right.
Yep.
I don't understand where Seth is coming from now. I'm so baffled with all of it. I mean, I was, like I said, I was surfing. There wasn't a lot of people on. I went into this one, and I'm not going to say their name. It was two females, and they were.
Oh, let's go back here instead. Okay. Same day, other channel.
So this is going to be, I don't know, this is going to be a little bit different. You asked for a kind of, I don't know how, I'm just going to be blunt. You asked for basically a proof of life video from law enforcement because you had not spoken to your son since the Thursday before he went missing. So you didn't speak to him Friday. He was out Saturday.
This is called the select number of people that have access to you because they're trusted, they're ethical, they stand firm in what they believe in, they have your back all along. Meanwhile, they trashed the entire team, the foundational team of Seth, including Seth Rogers. Oh, I got more to show you.
His mom Sunday, and then Monday he wasn't there. And so law enforcement did bring you, brought you in and talked to you about the Roadhouse video, and you got an opportunity to see your son walk out of the restaurant. Can you tell me what was the first thing that you noticed when you saw that video?
He's alive. It was literally just a proof of life video.
What was his demeanor like?
There wasn't enough for me to tell.
How about the clothes that he was wearing? Were those, I think you've already answered this, but just for my clarification.
Chris answered that question.
Huh?
Chris answered that question.
Let's go back to real time. I like this one. Okay. I got more. We'll take another detour in a little bit when I'm bored.
And I'll say it. Hey, this is SW saying, quite frankly, 7 months too late, guys.
So can I point at something? I mentioned this the other night because, or not the other night, it's been a while, but I have went through this before. So
7 months too late, even though Seth himself admits that him and Chris went searching together. Chris drove, Seth sat passenger seat, and they searched together, but 7 months too late. Sure. Shut the fuck up, SW. Just shut the fuck up.
These people come at us about asking questions, right? You have not heard one of us say that Sebastian's mama is guilty, but look who did.
Actually, we just heard somebody on your panel say that they were hiding a body. We just heard that.
Right? Now, this is the same person. And yes, before anybody asks me, this post is 100% legit. You can go to her page and scroll back on her community post. Scroll back to 6 months ago and you will see this on her page. Okay.
I've seen it.
In the beginning, Cluminati posted on her community post, Sebastian's mama is guilty AF.
Yep.
It's rules for thee, but not for me. We have not said that. Those words have not come out of our mouth. But we were raked over the coals the other day by some of the same people that actually stand on a panel and support this person. Right?
Now she's besties.
Yeah. How dare they sit over there and say that the Proudfoots are guilty? We're not like that. We never said they were guilty, but I know who has.
I didn't.
Me either. The only person that says she's guilty that I know of is right here in this screenshot.
Ow.
So I just want to, for the sake of documentation, there it is. Let's put it out there. Clue is the one who said that his mom's guilty, not us.
She was honey when she showed up on Pascal show.
Yeah. Yep.
That's a different person today.
Totally different.
Same.
She did a 180.
Oh yeah. And I'm not.
Speaking of those 180s, I think we all have gotten a little whiplash. Have we? Have we gotten a little whiplash tonight?
Ashamed of how I feel. And I don't listen to the other channel. So if I listened to the other channel.
And Clue absolutely did say that. I don't know how they're just finally waking up to this.
Oh. Then they could get under my skin, but they can't get under my skin because I don't listen.
They got under my skin and I quit because it was too much stress. Because it was just a bunch of crap and I had to get off of it and I don't want to. No. It's not healthy.
I think she did a 180 on purpose. I agree with you on that. I think it was all a play, personally.
So
it's going to come back to bite her.
Nick had posted this from At Night Media or At Night Intelligence. We have established a team to focus on doxing issues as they pertain to the search for.
Yo, Nick, want to hear another part of what your team member here, BJ, what you've been promoting, used to say about your clients, Seth and Tony?
Sebastian Rogers. Victims are requested to email us at doxing@night.agency for a legal review. So I'm not sure exactly what that's about, but seeming like people are doxing as well. Let me see.
I'm going to ruin your name. I think it's Jania Stevens. Brittany, it was said for a long time that Laundry's mother was hiding him out. I want to know, when is the focus going back to what it's supposed to be about in the case?
Wait a minute.
It's about Sebastian. I don't think Brittany or anyone on this panel has forgotten it's about Sebastian.
No, it's not. I haven't forgot it's about Sebastian at all.
Not at all.
This is just what's currently happening right now. It is said for a long time that the Laundry's mom was hiding him out, and I want to know, when is this focus going back on what it's supposed to be about? In this case, you forget it's about. I absolutely never forget it's about Sebastian. We talk about it every day, every day.
We were just
No.
making a comparison with the post.
Otherwise known as putting his name in titles and hashtags.
But this is what, unfortunately, sorry guys, I'm sorry to do that. Y'all's ear, hold on. Unfortunately, this is what's happening in Sebastian's case. And we have nefarious players who are out here doing everything that they can to prevent anybody who wants to help find him or bring awareness to his case. Anything that involves, bringing Sebastian home.
What? Say it ain't so. You didn't say
They
that.
are intercepted. And
They're intercepted? No.
we need to shine a light on that so that, the more people know, maybe the more people can help.
You wanted me to shine a light on more flip-flopping that caused confusion and narrative pushing? Say it ain't so. I will do it. Okay, let's go. Let's go back over here for a moment, my friends. She asked. I'm just here doing my duty. This is a public service announcement.
We all have an intuition.
Nana, a little bit.
You know, it's
y'all want to say?
Yeah, we all have an intuition. I think we need to follow it. That's with everything.
Yeah, I can't stand Tony. Every time he talks, I just want to cringe.
Can't stand Tony. Every time he talks, you want to cringe.
Right. If I talked over anybody, I literally could not hear y'all. I just had to reset my headphones, but I can hear you now. Tony makes you want to cringe.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
The snake oil salesman, yeah.
Me too.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Here goes the snake oil salesman.
No, they didn't call Tony, Nick's team, Seth's right-hand man, a snake oil salesman. We definitely got to shine a light on this fuckery.
What do you do? Yep. All right, here we go. Let's carry on. I'm going to give her, I got to give her credit. I think Bullhorn Betty, regardless of how you feel about her, she's doing a really good job on this interview so far. I can't fault her or find anything wrong with it.
No, me neither. And
really,
I can't stand her voice, but tonight.
But on the other channel earlier in the day, she called her an opportunist. Say it ain't so.
She kept her
Man, it just depends on what she's trying to get out of this.
voice down. She didn't giggle all the time.
She let them talk. She's not.
And her questions were phenomenal.
Yeah, a lot of the times in these interviews, the interviewer talks a lot, and they don't let the person they're interviewing say what they need to say. I've noticed that's not the case with this interview. She's doing a really good job.
Kind of hilarious, but
And actually, I'm going to kind of go on a little tangent here.
Well, let's go forward a little bit more. I have a feeling there's something else in here that was said that might be fun to look at. Let's take a look.
She just doesn't. She's just lucky that she has a husband that does. I mean, it would be really bad if neither one, I guess. But Katie hasn't been out there though the same way Seth has. So I don't think it's a fair comparison, honestly, to say, in my opinion, of that she didn't break down the same way. Because yeah, she's done some interviews, but she hasn't really just been out there talking.
Did you hear her on Queen?
Other than, I was gonna say, that night.
And do you know how long she described countless stories and not once?
Mm-hmm. But if it's not there for her like that, then it's if it's not there for her in the interviews, and it's not there for her in everyday life, being on somebody's panel is not going to make it be there for her either.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah, maybe just the fact of her talking about, the cheese, or, maybe her being, and I know this might sound weird, but, how she was like, the cheese was so stinky and he'd get up in my face. I'd be like, oh boy, maybe that is her way of showing, something that maybe some of us can't understand. So I just don't think she that chip, the sensitivity chip, is just missing there. And Seth obviously has a very heightened sensitivity chip, I believe, and he's been out there. And I will say, the last time I saw him, he was not looking so good. So I really hope somebody's keeping an eye on him, because regardless, like, you know, how anybody feels about him, you know, he still needs to stay healthy.
All right, let's go.
I don't know where my son is.
Jesus. He got up and walked off again.
It's so hard for me to try, and I'm trying to stay away from the drama during the interview, but some days it's just so hard for me to understand.
I'll try to share it.
I just don't get it.
He has to
I don't know.
keep.
I really don't know.
There he goes. He comes sat back now.
Never get that. I'm just.
Why we lose our minds once in a while.
Okay. So this is.
My house is not a home.
Poor guy, man.
He should be here. School's already out. He should be here enjoying summer break.
He was going to be moving into your house this time. Like, he was supposed to
Just wait.
be coming to you and living with you full time, like right about now.
Several days ago, 2 weeks ago. He'd been here. He'd been out of that situation, and he'd never have to go back.
Now, this is kind of another dovetail. You know, you had received reports. I know you can't discuss the reports. Maybe you can answer this. Were you shocked about what you read in the reports? Can you answer that?
Yeah. Was.
Oh my Jesus! That scared the crap out of me.
I was even shocked more when my name's not on any of the reports.
It'll happen again, Brett. Hang on.
And that's been because you had. I mean, I want the audience to understand.
Nana's good. Is that
Oh,
phony,
yeah,
Tony?
I think it was just as big of a shock as to the fact that they didn't notify him.
Was that Seth or Tony? Hold on.
Did she just call him phony Tony? No, she wouldn't do such a thing.
I think it was just as big of a shock as to the fact that they didn't notify him.
Was that Seth or Tony? Hold on.
I have a problem with that too.
Okay. Tony.
I think it was just as big of a
Oh,
shock.
I gotta go back further. Hold on.
He'd been out of that situation.
Hold on.
Maybe you can answer this.
Here you go.
Were you shocked about what you read in the reports?
Listen closely. That's loud as it gets.
Was.
Oh my Jesus! That scared the crap out of me.
I was even shocked more when my name's not on any of the reports.
It'll happen again, Brett. Hang on.
And that's been because you had. I mean, I want the audience to understand.
Nana's good. Is that phony, Tony?
I think it was just as big of a shock as to the fact that they didn't notify him.
Was that Seth or Tony? Hold on.
I have a problem with that too.
Okay.
I don't know, you know, a father that has joint custody. I don't understand why he would be,
That's not her calling Tony phony.
unless that information was withheld from. Sometimes they don't have those.
I'm sorry. Look, see, at least I know I'm not alone. All Saints with me, right? We both were like, that was phony, Tony. But no, that was actually Seth. That was Seth's. All right. We're all like, come on, Tony, not again, bro. All right. And hey, for what it's worth, Seth, great minds. I'm a Moto as well. I only use Motorola. I ain't giving it. It ain't about me, but Motorola is like the only phone that
She used to call him phony Tony all the time.
I will use in the last freaking decade. Love it.
If he had no custody whatsoever, no custodial rights, is the only way it makes sense to me.
Right. And he
Yep,
had an attorney
and-
to go get those records, did he?
He did.
Hey, Ben George.
And he's a snake oil salesman. Let's go back over here. I got more though. Just wait. It's gonna get better. Sometimes I just love walking down memory lane.
Maybe
This is from last night.
law enforcement will see this. It's horrible. Let me see.
15-year-old boy, guys. 15-year-old autistic boy. And it matters what we say and what we do. And he is the primary focus.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. I just want to go through some of War Eagles videos because they are good. Brittany, she was my introduction.
You know, discounting the parents' emotions about how they feel or how they behave publicly when they're grieving. Sure, that's 100% being aware of what you say and do.
Into this case, and she was all gung-ho out searching and acting like she was concerned when she changed her tune to get more clicks and views, in my opinion. Oh, she did, Kimmy. I witnessed it happen.
With the wrong way.
The very minute that the position kind of started seeming to shift a little when Seth pissed people off about what he said to Trevor Lee, right? And people started turning on him. She started going over into the hate channels chats. I saw it happen. And slowly but surely going over into these hate channels chats. she changed her tune and she started saying, maybe the Proudfoots aren't so bad. Let me tell y'all what Seth did when I met him. And then she starts telling everybody that when she first met Seth, he told JLR to come. She tells that same story every time. JLR, come here. You're going to want to get this. And he asked JLR to film his shoulder, which is, I'm not buying that at all. And then after that, that's when it just progressively gotten worse. And she started bad mouthing him, calling him a bad father.
Oh, wait a second. We've heard some bad mouthing of his team. I wonder if there's going to be upcoming bad mouthing of Seth.
Now, full blown P word, calling him a fat bastard and everything in between.
Why was Brittany upset with Seth? Oh, was it because of the way he treated Trevor Lee? She pretended that for a while.
Look in the mirror, good girl. Hope in the Shadows just said the most beautiful thing. We are Sebastian's flashlight. And for some reason, I like that.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
All right, let's see what. I'm just going to go down the list of let's go down the list of War Eagles videos. Here's the next one, next to Uncle Tacos.
Canines tracked on and doing it without shoes and like.
Oh Lord,
what
SF.
possibilities are? Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm an investigator. I will always move with the evidence. I don't pick a theory and then like.
All right, hold on to your fucking hats. I forgot this was in here. This is going to be the hardest thing to decipher I've ever heard.
Try to force the story to fit that narrative. I'll always shift. Yeah, I felt like
I
because
bet.
Do so much search and rescue that involves autism that this was a runaway situation, but I'm much more open to the abduction theory after spending a lot of time there because there's just not a lot of places he could have gone if he truly isn't wearing shoes.
Wow.
And also not being seen. Now, the camera thing doesn't really mess me up because, a lot of these houses are offset from the road. I mean, you wouldn't believe how dark it is in that neighborhood at night. Like he's gonna, unless you're right up by the house, you're not going to trip their lights. When I say their
that's
lights,
what the cops
any of the neighbors. I'm not talking about the Proudfoot, but
for sure.
So, but you know what? I mean, like I have a lot of, I spent a lot of time with Katie on this trip alone.
Oh, that's awesome.
And after speaking to her alone for many hours, I don't. It's harder to understand since he does not have a history of eloping. It's hard to understand what went on, like why he left that night, and
you know how she likes to use the term "it nags her soul." Everything nags her soul, and all these haters. Ma'am, you have done so much flip flopping, double sided out your ass talk. Whatever narrative you get shoved, you will run with. You haven't liked these people. You've called Tony a phony. You've been mad at Seth. You've pointed out problems with him. You've called Betty an opportunist. And now you sit amongst those people and push the same narratives and want their praise. You maneuver yourself and posture yourself for whatever benefits you with the clicks and views. Let's be honest for once, Brittany, because I've shown your ass on a platter tonight once again. You played the same thing with Deets today or last night that you did 7 months ago. To pour you, look at me, yada, yada, yada. It's a wash, rinse, repeat. You need a new fucking little gig here because this one is dried up.
And I don't want to disclose, the answers, but when I asked her, like, what are some things that could be said to Sebastian by someone that could lure him out of that house? And there was some things, so I'm much more open to it, Now it does shock me that the FBI and TBI, Secret Service,
Marigold, it's sometimes a blessing and a curse about having a memory.
Wouldn't have some sort of and I don't believe they do. I don't believe they're working any leads, like solid leads.
And trust and believe there's a lot more than what I'm showing. She has removed so many videos throughout this where she shit talked a lot of things. Said a whole lot about Betty. Said a whole lot about Tony. She has removed a lot of shit.
So that shocks me too. It's really confusing. It's one of the most confusing cases I've worked on for sure.
Can you hear this? And they're just sitting here eating it up, taking it every bit of it in. Like this is SF. Now this person claimed that he was not paid. He's fumbling like crazy. fumbling like crazy. I mean, you can't even hardly make it out what he's saying. But he claimed that he's not paid for by the Proudfoots, right?
Okay. And
then somebody asked him again the other day, and he told them that was none of their business, right?
They're
But
gullible.
they eat everything up this man says, hook, line, and sinker, like it's the gospel.
just like you've been doing with Justin and Tony.
In my opinion, he's a nobody.
He has
This
no
is-
inside
He's no different than the rest of you.
information whatsoever.
Right.
And listen to what he said again. He thinks that the abduction theory is the one, even though there's absolutely nothing. Like they want to talk trash about us having our theories and stuff. There's absolutely no proof pointing to abduction either.
Everything is on the table.
Law enforcement said they don't have proof that he even left that house.
And we go back to that stupid shit.
Yeah, I just got a sip of drink. Thank you. All right, Taylor, I appreciate
This
you.
is
All
so
right, here we
fucking
go.
ridiculous.
Do so much search and rescue that involves autism that this was a runaway situation, but I'm much more open.
And I'll be the first to tell you, unless it's coming from law enforcement, I'm not giving it much gravity. Even with SF, it is what it is. I don't give much weight to any of this stuff unless it comes from law enforcement. We have no idea where Sebastian is or what happened to Sebastian, so none of this really matters to me. Not saying anything any which way. It's just how I feel.
To the abduction theory after spending the
Oh, Gina, that's okay. I know. Gina says, Brittany, that comment was towards the haters. No way was I talking about Brittany. I'm a huge supporter of Brittany. I'm talking about the other side. They don't want Sebastian Rogers found. I support. Oh, baby, I know you support me. No. I didn't take it that way at all. Thank you. And yeah, I know.
I will speed her back up, but there's a part she gets stuck on in this that is just redundancy and it needs to be on regular speed. Sorry.
I know. They say that it's ridiculous. It's like
He absolutely could know more from speaking to Katie and Chris, but I'm still not going to give it weight because I can't vet it. And unless it comes from law enforcement, that's just my stance on things.
Really hate that there's sides. There should not be sides in this case. There should never be sides, you guys, when it pertains to a 15-year-old missing child.
Amen.
It's sad.
Read the fucking room, Brittany.
Right.
But I can tell you that it's not us. We're not the problem. We're not the one that created this division. I can point you in the direction of where it started. I could show you all.
Then show us. Show us where it started because I guarantee you're going to be wrong again.
The exact moment that division and that shift began.
Guarantee it's before you.
And I warned everybody. I said, you let these channels infiltrate the true crime community. You go over there and you start supporting them.
Who does she sound like? Betty.
And this community is going to be something that none of us recognize.
Oh.
And look at.
Oh, I'm sorry. My cat wanted to go inside. Come on, baby.
She cut that section out. She cut that out. Why'd you cut that out? Because you were stuck on stupid?
Why can I not ever find hindsight? Is hindsight here? Hindsight, are you here?
She cut that whole section out. They were stuck on this whole, oh my gosh.
Bitter Pills is good too, yes. Can somebody tell me what hindsight's like their tag is?
We have to
can find their channel.
type hindsight in capital letters.
I did. It still doesn't come up. Yep.
PJ posted it.
Hindsight has a it won't let me click on the link from there, PJ. Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can switch over to the hold on.
While she's doing that, SW, you were talking about red covered bridges.
No, I was just saying that reminds me of my grandma. Is the red covered bridges in Pennsylvania?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, PJ.
Find so much people sitting there and watching the water run, and I just love that peaceful feeling. And so, like a creek to a door means something to you. The water running through rivers or streams or creeks. Creeks
Yep.
Just that peaceful, easy feeling.
I
It's just
had the best grandma. I really did. She was so cool.
this is what I wanted right here. She's got a couple of
I want to go back here for a moment and remind her of something else she said. Okay, let's go to this part right here.
Getting out of the drama. I'm sorry.
well, yeah, hold on. Dolly did what? I can't believe Dolly would do that. Mama, what are you talking about? What did Dolly do?
They said that
Easy for a grieving father, but this is really what he wants the world to focus on is Sebastian. And he says that 20 times a day. I think you would agree. You're seeing him tonight, but he clearly means that.
Yeah. Well, I gotta tell you, it's been hard. I mean, I'm thankful for these glasses, and one of the reasons why I'm not taking them off, because you'll see my eyes are like they're tearing up. I'm having it's hard for me,
Sorry, I was muted. I want you to hear that again.
to hear this because it's a bad situation. Nobody wants to be here, and we are. So what can we do to help? At this point, I don't know. I really don't know, except keeping his name out there and letting people know who Sebastian is.
Well, I mean, you said it 100 times on your show. What we would ask of everybody that has a heart, that doesn't want to go through this, that has some compassion, is that we focus on the child. We focus on Sebastian, and either do your part and pray, do your part and keep the word out there, or just move on to another missing child that needs platform.
Wow.
And there's
I mean, listen, I can get on board with the like looking past the drama, getting it. Like I can, if Tony's saying, don't engage in the drama or attack people, I'm with you. But sitting there like so smugly telling people to move on and stuff like that.
Well, then Tony needs to move on because he's not getting
Right.
out of the drama. I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, hold on. Dolly did what? I can't believe Dolly would
Are they saying Tony needed to move on?
do that. Mama, what are you talking about? What did Dolly do?
they said that Dolly.
Wow, how things change shortly in time. Put a little content in front of them, dangle a little content, and things really change for some people around here. They just run with anything, whatever suits their fucking channel for growth, whatever clicks and views and salacious shit they run with. You probably do have a little bit of whiplash tonight, but I just wanted to remind everybody of how much flip-flopping this one is done to suit her. Not because she cares. If she cared about this, she would have stuck to facts.
Of Chris Proudfoot talking. Revisiting Chris Proudfoot's timeline from the PI. Chris Proudfoot asked if there are cameras inside his home. Yes, let's go through some of her videos.
Okay.
Give some love to all of the channels. All right.
Reality fall asleep tonight.
Chris Proudfoot Talks Garage.
Does he?
Here we go. Thank you. Shout out to Hindsight. I'll drop their link. Well, PJ's sharing their link, guys. Make sure you sub up.
You got to find a way to do something because it's just bad.
So, Chris, I have a question from the chat, and I don't even feel like I want to ask it because I'm pretty sure I already know the answer, but can you put any...
Let's go back over here because I got another one pulled up. I was going to save it, but might as well just get him out of the way. Get him out of the way.
Here for myself. All right, let's keep going.
It's always, you can always go and just, if you want to do something.
But I can tell you, Tony, here he goes. I have to give it to him. He's been quiet at least this interview. But dag blame it, Tony. Every time you open your mouth, there you go.
Oh
my God.
Oh.
Telling people to go on to another case. Tony, it's your smugness that gets us. Why are you acting like you own Sebastian's case? The more people
Whoa, where'd that energy go?
People on the case, the better.
I wish Tony would go back to Caleb's case and get away from this one.
I don't think Caleb. I don't think His
I don't
parents
know,
are
but
gonna
I just
want
want
him
him
anywhere
away
near
from
that.
this one. I don't know anything about Caleb's case. I'm just saying. I don't want him in this one.
Right?
I wish that Seth would see the truth.
Well,
I just want to.
that man has been a phony. That man has been a snake oil salesman. That man has been smug. That man needed to go back to a different case. Say it ain't so.
Shake Seth and say,
Yeah.
look at this.
No, I know. Oh, yeah, no, you're good, Genevieve. You're good. We're good. All right, let's keep going, y'all.
Go post a flyer on your pole right outside your home. That's probably the quickest and easiest way you can help.
All right. Sorry for the whiplash. Off-roading gets a little rough and bumpy. But sometimes you just got to check a bitch and remind the team of what they're working with.
Words to the allegation of Sebastian having to sleep in the garage.
No, there he goes laughing.
Sebastian would never sleep in my garage, first and foremost. So I don't understand. Well, I do understand where that came from because there was some person saying they're my neighbor. They saw in my garage that I had a mattress for Sebastian out there to sleep on, and I pressure washed him. Like, does anybody stop to think where and how that makes any sense? I mean, if you've seen in my garage, there's no room for a mattress anyways to be on the floor for you to sleep on.
Well, that was kind of my thought process with that, because how does anyone even see in the garage?
Very seldom is my garage open for people to see into. If I'm doing some work in the garage, it might be open. When we come home, we pull in the garage and then we close it. We're normally not even out of the car before we close the garage door.
Yeah.
I mean, that it's just, I don't know.
Speaking of the garage, Chris, did Katie meet up with your mother the morning Sebastian was reported missing?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Did law enforcement track her? I'm assuming they got certain things off vehicles and things like that, or maybe they haven't yet because of the status of the case. But is there a track of the path that Katie took the morning she went out looking for Sebastian while she was on the phone with you?
Yes, everything that you could almost possibly fathom for law enforcement to check, they have checked. Everything has panned out. All the story,
Yeah.
Everything that we have told them is all checked out to the T.
Yeah, because see, we know that we can believe everything that he says, right? Because he's trustworthy, right?
Speaking of trustworthy, no. Okay, one more time. She asked for me to do it. Oh, let her get through this a little bit longer.
Because
Sorry.
he hasn't lied to us before or anything.
Brittany, can you play the first one that talks about the camera?
Yeah, we got like 20 seconds left of this one, and then I'll play that one. You talking about the very first video?
Yes.
First. Yes, ma'am. Here, hold on.
I mean, down to the phone call to law enforcement itself that morning. Katie, what time she left the house, the route she went, back to the house, et cetera, et cetera. Everything they can think of has been checked.
What does that prove?
Awesome.
What does that prove? Honest
All
to
it
God.
proves is she left
What
the
does
house
that
and she
prove?
went looking for him.
Exactly.
In this video, we're going to build a real fox.
But you know what? We've seen that happen in other cases too. Let's think about Trezelle and Jacqueline West. Trezelle knew that those boys weren't there.
Why are you so hell-bent that we can't just, if you're going to take Seth at his word, why can't we take them at theirs? Law enforcement is investigating this. They've said their stories have been vetted. They have fully cooperated. If we're going to take Seth at his word like you expect us to do, why aren't we taking them at their word? That's the problem here, because none of us know what happened. None of us. Law enforcement is going to be the one to solve it. But I'm feeling froggy again. I'm sorry. I got trigger finger going on over here. Sorry. Let's go back.
With Seth doing the same thing. I got upset with Chris, how he treated Julia, and I'm going to be the same way towards Seth. What the hell, Seth? Are you? Yes, Black Widow, babe, I see you. You are absolutely back in business, sweetheart. We see you. What the hell? Why? I thought Tony's definitely the issue, Samantha Joy. Because let me tell you something that T-Rev told me that makes all the sense in the world, okay, of what the problem is. If you listen to what T-Rev said yesterday, Tony, they wanted him to basically vet his whole channel, wanted him to screen his calls, basically control everything that comes out on his channel and everything that's said. If Tony's being that way with a channel like T-Revs, it's what's Rev got? 50-something thousand subs? He's got a
Oh, but they found a useful idiot that's willing to do the same shit. How's that working out for you, Brett?
shit ton of subscribers. A channel, if he's expecting T-Rev to screen his calls and filter and all of that, and he's got, creators records and things like that, for a solid he's telling Seth to screen who looks for things. Tony's got an agenda. Tony's got a goal. In my humble opinion, allegedly, in my opinion. And
whoa, the drastic fucking switcheroo. Ooh, Brittany. Bet you wish this didn't exist.
Allegedly, in my opinion, Tony's goal is to only have his people on the case because anybody else is going to get involved with his money. I guarantee you, if it wasn't for public perception and outcry, a GoFundMe would have been created by now. Whoa. I think it's the public kind of
This is things that make you go, shit, I wish I wouldn't have said publicly, because now I suck the ass of these people because I need clicks and views, and sucking their ass provides that. Say it ain't so, Brittany.
Halting it a little bit has held it back. But Tony's got, he's got that team he speaks about, his small little group.
Oh,
and that's it.
Brittany, can I ask you?
And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? A little too. I sorry, I can't help it, but we've got to. I haven't tortured you guys in so long, and it is just way too fitting.
And isn't it ironic? Don't you think?
I mean, if that tide hasn't turned and you haven't become the very things you spoke about, wonder what the fallout with you guys is going to look like.
See this?
Yeah.
Do you think that Tony is getting into all these cases because he's wanting to collect a reward for all these kids if he finds them?
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Oh,
ask him why his team TikTok, exactly, all saying. Ask him why he's not talking about Caleb Harris anymore.
Look, Nana, I just have to piggyback off of that just for some humor. But maybe Tony needs to start bringing everybody's kids back, because that was funny when you said that. I get what you were saying, but I had a vision of him holding all these kids and then start returning them with his other people.
By the way, Yvette, go ahead and tell Brittany I gave it to her this time. She can cry for days over this. But remind her, these are her words, not mine. I just played them. That's it. So remind her that I said thank you for the exceptional content of showing her ass on a platter.
Like, have somebody else go and return this child to get the money. I could see Tony doing that.
Stop.
I could see that.
No, but stop.
But that was funny.
I didn't mean it that
Lord.
way. Oh, I didn't mean it that way. Stop.
No, I could see him. No, listen. Two high-profile cases is red flags galore. And then you look deeper and you find out that he was touring Moscow, Idaho, for God's sake, y'all. And then we got Miss Nina Glass, who was on the Drunk Turkey show back in December, talking about Savannah Soto. And then you got it where she's been kicked off of multiple search. Yeah, these people are a bunch of fraudulent SOBs, in my opinion.
I think the thing that got me was all the GoFundMes he had.
Tony, you can come sit with me. I'm a fraud too, according to BJ. Welcome to the club. Are you going to be a petty Betty, trash bag Karen fraud too? I'm just curious. You were a fraud. Fraud, sit over here. We don't want you though, really, truly. We don't pick sides in missing children's cases, but they sure did. They sure did. And now you're a mod over there. How does that feel? Ooh. Things that didn't age well.
Yes.
All these
what
people.
What PR ever would put
With
their
his
name as
on
the
it.
middleman? He's the middleman for GoFundMes. Two different people he works with. One being Caleb Harris's father. He put a $50,000 GoFundMe up for Caleb Harris's father. And then he puts a GoFundMe up on behalf of a person he works with as well. I've never seen a PI put up a GoFundMe.
Well, you know that people can take
On
life
behalf of
insurance
anyone.
policies out on anybody. It
Oh
doesn't
my
have to be
God.
anybody you know.
Yep,
God, I
I'm
hope he
aware of
doesn't do
that.
that. I'm hoping.
I wonder why Seth's team got pushed back. Was it because creators like this started talking all the shit on his right-hand man? Oof, Danita Fida.
He doesn't do that on all these
I am
kids that he's
aware of
trying to work
that.
with. I mean,
Alyssa, when
whoa.
you say, I think you all were hired by
Mhm.
CP, were maybe not like me, Brittany, and Nana in chat, but yeah, that's what I was saying. Nana, that one day and that I think there was something else going on. That's how I felt too. You know how they say, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
I hate thinking that, but I just see
But
so
that
much corruption.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I just hate thinking that. Like I went, ugh, what you said. I was like, no, stop it.
Julia said, when a person runs somewhere, they often will disturb the ground of whatever they step on. They also will be dropping sweat, skin cells, etc., which the dog can detect that last a lot longer. So I would imagine that these parents are aware of this. I would imagine, being that they believe, specifically Chris and Katie, right? They believe so wholeheartedly that Sebastian left on foot. Well, if you believe that, you would think that you would want every dog handler you could get to look anywhere you possibly could imagine. And Seth, I don't know what's going on with him, Julia, but I'm not giving excuses at all. He's a grown man. He is responsible for the decisions he makes. But I have to tell you that I really do genuinely believe that
What?
Oh my Lord, you're so sick. I believe that it's got something to do with Tony. You are look at this. This is sick.
What? No.
I tried to order off your wish list that cream you needed for your.
No, she wasn't blaming Tony for Seth's behavior. He's a grown man. Things that didn't age well. Okay, let's go back over here. Sorry for the whiplash.
But he knew.
Back to last night.
Law enforcement.
Don't worry, I'm not going to torture you much longer. This is just kind of fun, and we still got another clip to get through.
Was going to investigate. So what did Trezell do? Trezell went out, right? Trezell went out and he drove around the neighborhood so that it would be caught on surveillance. I'm not saying that's what Katie did, but what I am saying is, it's happened before. I mean, it's, you know what I mean? That doesn't prove anything.
Exactly.
Whatever you need.
Did they have cameras to show who was in the car like they did with Maddie Soda?
Good question. All right. Billboard's cameras, Sebastian, that one? Is that what you're talking about? Reality?
It was the first one.
Hold on. Going to videos. Hang on. That one. That's the first one.
It's like 6 minutes.
Don't understand why
Yeah.
your temperament goes up and down, up and down, up and down. And who paid
Listen
for
good,
7
listen
damn
closely.
divorce Duchess? The woman that raised her, and over the two.
Actually, she didn't pay for those.
She paid for 2 of those.
She paid for the 2 that are here in locally in Nashville. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. 2 of those. When those
Yeah,
two
that's
local-
not Memphis, like you were saying.
So you paid for those, or did your family?
It doesn't matter who paid for them. See, this is
Well,
where you're
there
trying
it
to
is.
measure tit for tat. And
No,
you
so
just said that
you're
it's not
telling me all
important.
about what you paid for me. You did.
No, I didn't tell you what I paid
You
for. I
paid for.
told
I'm
you
just
we
gonna
got
say, I'm just.
Oh, they're just going to go over these, and they don't really have anything to add to them. Let's fast forward some because they don't really have.
He's not being honest. Listen to him.
Oh, let's talk about not being honest.
Walked out. You see what I'm saying? I don't think investigators ever, because if they told him Sebastian made it to the road, they would have told.
Oh, here's the part. Here's the part. Okay.
Supposedly
they
recording
think you would find
initially.
something. Well, there's nothing there to be found. So that kind of
What the hell?
He said
So-
initially.
Right. And he said, so he's saying supposedly what we were told, okay, if he made it to the road and was walking. So basically he's saying they were told he made it to the road. And he's saying if he made it to the road and he was walking, it's a run-in sentence where I don't know. Does that make sense?
She is so bad at these spins. Hold on. Let's go back to that. And I'm going to slow it down. I want you to hear how she attempts to spin this multiple times and fails epically at it. We got to go normal speed. I'm sorry to torture you.
Can't explain it.
I promise I won't drag this on for much longer, but I think I'm making my point pretty clear.
To her. Does anybody else know what I'm trying to say?
No, but they've done massive searches within that 5-mile radius of said road, and they can't find him.
Remember, he loves to play with his words, guys, too.
That's true. Yeah. So it's hard to tell what he's saying because he plays with his freaking words.
Hold on.
Oh, should I
Here,
go
let me
back
go back and
further?
play it.
I should go back further actually because it starts back here. Hold on. Fuck. This is so bad. Oh, this is gonna just again. Okay, let's go.
I thought, and I told him, I said, supposedly based on what we were told initially, it was like, well, if he made it to the road and he's
What
walking
we
down the
were
road,
told
somebody goes flying
initially.
down there and let's say he hit him.
He made it to the road. Supposedly, what we were told initially was he made it to the road.
Right. Did you hear that? Did everybody hear that?
That is the first I've heard that.
I've never heard that he's made it to the road. Never even heard anything. See, this is what I'm talking about right here with this man.
And how did he make it to the road and not any dog pick up his trace?
No
Exactly.
Did he say he made it to the road?
Yes.
Or
Listen.
if he made it to the
No,
road?
he said he. Hold on. He said he made
Yeah,
it to the road.
I want to hear it one more time.
Supposedly based on what we were told initially, it was like, well, if he made it to the road and he's walking down the road, somebody goes flying down.
See, he said if he made it to the road.
Because he's
But
saying that they were
initially-
told that he made it to the road, Nana.
Initially, he was told. Why would
Yeah.
he say that?
I did not hear the if.
He did
Well,
say
because
it, but he
if
said
the police said if he made it to the road,
no.
so I don't know. I have a
You
different
got to
opinion.
listen to how he said it. The way the expression he said it was, well, supposedly.
This is the hardest thing for them to figure out. And if they just listened, but it doesn't work that way.
What we were told, if he made it to the road, he's saying like, supposedly what we were told, if he made it to the road, they were told that he made it to the road is what he's saying. And he's saying, he's saying it. He's saying, how do I do?
He's saying they were told if he made it to the road. It's fucking simple.
Explain this
He
to
did
her.
like a run-on. He did like a run-on sentence. He didn't.
Yes,
he didn't break
he's
it
saying
for a
they were
second.
told he made it to the road. But
in other words, they're using the term run-on sentence because they have no fucking clue what they're trying to spin here, but they're trying to spin something.
As he's saying that, he's also saying if he made it to the road, then it's like I can't explain it to her. Does anybody else know what I'm trying to say?
No, but they've done massive searches within that 5-mile radius of said road, and they can't find him.
Remember, he loves to play with his words, guys, too.
That's true. Yeah. So it's hard to tell what he's saying because he plays with his freaking words.
Hold on. Here, let me go back and play it.
Can I ask you this? What do you think
God.
happened to Sebastian? What do you think happened? Did he walk out the door that night or early morning?
I don't know. It's hard to say because right now there's no answers to anything. My speculations. Speculations here. If he, walks outside the door, he's vanished. There's no trace.
Right.
The cops asked me what I thought, and I told them. I said, supposedly based on what we were told initially, it was like, well, if he made it to the road and he's walking down the road, somebody goes flying down there and let's say he hit him.
Supposedly, we're
They
told
think he would find
initially.
something. Well, there's nothing there to be found.
The closed captioning even picked up it instead of if, but if is what he's saying, but it picked up it. It's really not that hard.
What the hell?
He said initially.
Right. And he said, so he's saying
TPE, that's why I think I'm still right here because I think I have no brain cells left anymore. And I'm just a blabbling idiot like the rest of them, truly. Like, just chalk me up, throw me away because how?
supposedly what we were told, okay, if he made it to the road and was walking. So basically he's saying they were told he made it to the road, and he's saying if he made it to the road and he was walking, it's a run-in sentence where I don't know. Does that make sense to me? I don't know. I feel like
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we are listening to a true crime channel on YouTube, according to what she calls herself, which in my understanding is nothing of true crime. But this is what she calls herself and makes her living doing. The next Nancy Grace of sorts, you know? Nancy Disgrace?
like I feel like nobody, I don't know.
It's a word salad.
It is, but he's saying does put a one in chat if you
Pineapple,
see what
right?
I'm saying. He's saying initially they were told.
Put a 1 in the chat if you understand what I'm saying. She needs her chat to like come in and like pump her up and yeah, Brittany, we get you. Oh my God.
He made it to the road. But
No.
he's saying if they made it to the if he made it to the road, then he would, you know, and then whatever else he said.
Yeah, it's a hypothetical. The if is a hypothetical word.
If he made it to the road, then he could have gotten hit by a car.
Yes, 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 SW. If he made it to the road, SW redeeming herself. You got a point there, SW. Way to go. Keep going. Keep going. She'll retract though. I have a feeling. I don't know. Thank you, Maggie. We're not done yet. I hate to say that. I always say that, but
Yes. But how far would he make it? And they don't know that he made it to the road. They just said if he made it to the road. That's it. That's
Go
all I'm
SW.
hearing.
Finally.
No.
Before it, the sentence
It's
before.
crazy that one little word right there just changed
Initially.
everything.
It did
Like
not.
I 100% believe he's saying initially they were told he made it to the road.
Oh.
But
My English side is killing me because he said they said if he made it to the road. So if he made it to the road, it's a double negative to me.
yeah.
Yes.
So
yeah.
I think what he's saying is, so they told him he made it to the road, and Chris is like, and if he made it, then you know, you see what I'm saying?
How is this complicated to 4 of those motherfuckers? There's 4 of them on panel. They get it right and they backtrack. They get it right and they go, oh.
No, I heard if he made it to the road, then blah blah blah. If he made it to the road, I heard 2 ifs. And
you know what's so crazy about it? We're hung up on this show, and it's all a lie.
Yeah,
He's
because
probably
there was
Terry.
no scent. I mean, there was
He's
no
wanted-
scent. He didn't even
Right.
he didn't even get out of the house.
He's
out that
wanted
door
people
by
to- There actually was a scent. We don't know exactly what it was, but Max, the canine, jumped right into the pond. You can hear that on the dispatch audio. I'm sure you guys have listened to that numerous times. Come on, we're 7 months in. You guys do this every night and you're still back here. Stop it.
He's
Yeah.
wanted people to believe that Sebastian
Yes.
walked out. So, and he's having a private conversation with Terry Lynn. Remember,
Yes.
this wasn't public. So I believe this is him trying to convince Terry Lynn that Sebastian walked out. You see what I'm saying? I don't think investigators ever, because if they told him Sebastian made it to the road, they would have told all of us that too. You know what I mean? They said they have no trace of him at all.
He's
They
trying
would
to
have
flip
said
the
they would have
narrative.
said that in the press conference, and they didn't.
Right.
Been an oppressor.
All right, I'll
They
play
have-
it one more time, y'all, but I don't even think it matters, honestly.
Based on what we were told initially, it was like, well, if he made it to the road and he's walking down the road, somebody goes flying down there and let's say he hit him. You know, they would think you would find something. Well, there's nothing there to be found. So that kind of debunks that. Right. So then it goes back to, was this a crime of opportunity of he was walking and somebody picked him up?
All right,
No.
I know this is crazy and y'all probably don't believe me, but I feel like I can tell when this dude's not telling the truth because he talks a certain way.
Oh.
Like
really?
he says his word, he expresses his words differently when he's not being honest.
Oh.
It's like
she is now a linguistic expert.
How do I say it? It's almost like he doesn't fully pronounce his words when he's telling a lie. Like y'all noticed that? Think about when he says, "Oh, good night, Yankee Kyle." Think about when he says, he's talking about the what do you call it? The flashlight video in Chronicles of Olivia. He's all over the place. He's fumbling over his words. I think that's because he's not being honest. Listen to him now. He's doing the same thing. He's
That's a
not a
lie.
good
There's
liar.
nothing there to be found.
Yeah,
So
listen.
that kind of debunks that.
See, and the
Initially, it
same
was like,
thing
well,
he did the same thing when he described the CPS calls too, right? That kind of debunks that. He's
Right.
not even speaking properly. That's when he does that when he's being dishonest.
walks outside the door. He's vanished. There's no trace. Right. You know, the cops asked me what I thought, and I told them, I said, you know.
Meanwhile, none of that actually just happened. No, not a bit of that did that happen. None of what they're trying to push there happened. He spoke very clearly. There is no mincing of his words. He said what he said.
Supposedly, based on what we were told initially, it was like, well, if he made it to the road and he's walking down the
Supposedly, based on what we were told initially, well, if he made it to the road, what you're talking, he speaks in word salad when he's not being honest.
No, you just threw if in there. You know he said if. Look at how this
somebody
thing
goes
is.
flying down there and let's say he hit him. You know, they think you would find something. Well, there's nothing there to be found. So that kind of debunks that.
Right.
So then it goes back to, was this a crime of opportunity of he was walking and somebody picked him up? Or did somebody just take him? But now in Memphis, you do not stay in Memphis. I mean, you just don't. I mean, you go outside of Memphis to stay. But RV park wise, you know, the one I stay at's right over the state line of Mississippi.
Oh, you got an RV, gotcha.
Yeah.
That exhausted them all.
Oh, okay. So you live in an RV?
When I'm on the road.
They don't. Crimes under investigation. They don't.
Well, where am I supposed to
Oh,
sleep?
so you don't come home.
This guy, all they care about is content, clicks and views. I'm going to say it what it is. They position themselves, they posture themselves, they get in with one side or the other, they ride that narrative, they push whatever they can. They try to do these things with poking holes in stories to lead to a narrative. Then they become part of the team. They're useful idiots to push these narratives. They're used for a short period of time. Then they flip-flop. Then they move on to the next case. It's all about clicks and views. It's nothing about the missing child. I mean, if we're being honest here, that's been gone for a long time.
No, I don't know.
They emotionally manipulate their fucking audiences with this wild speculation. They pull people in.
I don't know what you do. I mean, I'm not like that. I don't know what you do.
Oh, no. So most construction folks that actually live, like, have to travel occasionally for work, they tend to have like RVs that they'll take. And
No, half the time she's just trying to like come up with her own to prove her worth to this team, in my opinion. But she does stuff like this. Like, it would be better if they spoon fed her a script, in my opinion, to stick to it, because when she goes rogue off script and out of the narrative that she's being fed, this is what happens. And we end up in these little circle jerks of fashion. Yeah. Hold on. I got one more spot to show you over here, because this is really just hurting my fucking head. Hurting my head.
About, I'm glad Seth was able to come on and give us more information about Sebastian. At this point, we don't know what's true and what's not true. We're just people's words. But this whole thing tonight that we're listening to was orchestrated by Tony. And yeah, she's doing a great job. But is she aware that is she another Seth to Tony? I mean, let's just keep real.
Right.
There's a motive behind this interview.
Yep. No, I agree with you.
And I just don't know if, and I feel like Seth I feel like he knows some, but I don't feel like he knows all.
I feel like
I think that he can be persuaded
on the team. Yeah, she's trying to get on the team.
Well, getting her on the team, helping Tony do some damage control because of what he's already done, And then now, also the same. You know what? It's all orchestrated through Tony. It's there. Tony does not have.
We just lost her. I figured it was going to happen because it kept making a weird noise, like it was like almost like a microphone when it's losing sync. I don't know.
No, but she did have a good point there.
Oh, thank you, Black Widow. That was very nice.
Bullhorn Betty is doing a great job with getting the great questions out there, and Seth is getting a lot of great information out there that we didn't know about him. But there's an alternative motive to this with PHB. I mean, I have never trusted her, so that's just me.
Oh no,
that's my opinion. It's what I feel, and I have the channels I watch and the channels I don't watch. So, I think she's doing.
They don't trust the tonester, the snake oil salesman, the fraud that they called him, nor do they trust the bedster. Oh, but now you guys are right in there, thick as thieves.
Doing a great job. I like what she's doing here because I like the things that we're getting. Because Seth is getting out a lot of things that we needed to hear that are great for him. Because look what Chris did. He made himself look good, and we needed to hear some good things about Seth so people would stop bashing on him. But come tomorrow, I'm scared to see what's going to go out there and how they're going to just bash him.
It's already started. It's already started from what y'all said. Anon Starter, thank you so much, sweetheart. Don't let the right hand know what the left is doing. Right. And listen, doing a super chat is not that's not the same thing as doing something trying to get credit for it. So you don't have to. I understand that. A lot of people, that's many people's reasons for why they do super chat. Some people don't like to do Cash Apps or PayPals because of their name. I mean, that's okay. I respect that. I hate when people help me, but then bring it up. Yeah. Oh my God. Let me tell you something, Marion. That is one of my biggest pet peeves. And I'm going to tell you right now. She said, I hate when people help me, but then bring it up and rubbing it in my face over and over and over, even if it was years ago. My thing is I help you and never speak about it. I'm the same way, Marion. 100%. If you ever do something for me and then throw it up in my face when you get mad at me, I will never look at you the same.
Oh my God. I can't go down that road. I can't go down that road. Not going down that road. Walk it back, Becky. Move, Becky, run. Okay, let's go right here.
Well, I actually got a Maui Strong shirt. Lahaina Strong.
I used to work for a doctor when I worked for plastic surgeons, and he owned a house in Maui, and he told me I could come anytime, but he's not living anymore, and I never got there, and I hate it. I could have gone anytime. I love Maui. It's so beautiful. I have been there.
Pink Warrior. No. So BJ, if you have a Costco, here's the best. Going to Crab Island is so cool. It's awesome, Reno. BJ, for those of you that don't know what a BJ's is, if you have
I gotta speed it up.
A Costco's or a
Sam's
Club, it's identical. It's basically, hey, Brandywine. Brandywine said tuning in late. But I have 3 words. Go away, Tony. I'm so sick of this. Where is Sebastian? This case is really starting to level up to PO meter. Are you hearing some of the stuff that Steph's saying? He literally just said that basically Katie waved as soon as he went over there the day they told him about Sebastian missing. Katie waved the optimism shirt, the picture in his face, and was like, look, see, we were at BJ's the day before and everything was fine. And he said it was like she was trying to prove something to him. And Chris said that Katie could not talk to Seth without him being present, which is really bizarre. Hello, Ben.
So we know that there was limited communication previous to Sebastian going missing. That was between Seth and Chris. If you go back to Seth's own words, especially on Betty's interview that they just watched on May 30th, then we know from Betty's own words that she shoved the picture that Betty was trying to say was a bruise. Again, you can watch that last night on his throat. Betty was claiming there was a bruise on his throat. That's the picture that Katie supposedly, according to their words, shoved in Seth's face. Interesting how this all pans out. But notice how she's pinning all these comments about Seth or Tony. Sorry, which one of the team?
1050. Welcome. All right, let's keep going.
Let's
I
not.
didn't know if she was in pajamas or she was
Let's not.
So Betty, if the sale is that you were told not to look.
All right, I'm going to take you one more spot before we end out for the night because I can't take any more of this. I think you guys understand. I think everybody gets it. Everybody understands. Most of you have already seen it. Like, you know how she flip-flops, you know how she maneuvers. But I figured since this team is new and they've all like, now this is the little trusted group here that she's gotten in with, that, you know, she's in the trusted group. I figured it'd be a good reminder for that crew to see what she actually thought about them. So let's take it one more step here. All right. This is her reviewing Web Sleuths.
And she has not been out there gossiping. But she got one of these letters telling her, you can't talk about Sebastian. You can't talk about the efforts to locate Sebastian. And I'm not sure. Did it say that she can't even
Sorry, she's got Web Sleuths sped up, so I got to keep her on regular.
search for Sebastian? Probably. I'm not sure. Can you believe this? And it wasn't just Chloe.
Trish was talking about Chloe.
A bunch of people got them. A bunch of people. So, and here's the thing. Okay, let's just take this a little chunk at a time. There are people out there saying some pretty nasty things about Seth for whatever reason. Well, guess what, Seth? When you put yourself out there, that's what happens. Okay? That's what happens. And I'm sorry.
I'm going to be fair. She's being fair. And I'll tell you how. She told Chris Proudfoot the same thing when she was 100% on Seth's, she had his back. That she told Chris Proudfoot, this is a part of putting yourself out there. You know, and it's unfortunate, but that's what it is.
That's right. No,
Chloe,
pay attention. Pay attention.
Chloe
You got your
should
feelings hurt.
not have got one.
But
I'm sorry.
now they put out this order.
Damn it.
Telling people.
I'm trying to stop it. Chloe should not have got one. Like, what is Chloe doing? Like, really, honestly.
Well, I heard she's still searching, right? She's still looking. Or she was.
This up because you're not allowed to. Oh my God, hold on. Let me pull up the details of it because this is where I get mad, Jules, because I've said this over and over. And I'm going to tell you, I said it last night. Seth is a big boy. I'm not saying that he's not responsible. He is 100% responsible for his own actions. But it cannot go without saying that this man is in a vulnerable state. He's very desperate right now to find his child. And then he's not only does he got one person in his ears, he's got two people. And I can tell you, I don't know if you support her or not, Jules. I probably doubt it. Bullhorn Betty.
I'm so lukewarm.
Oh, do you hear how she gauges the temperature of her chat or her panel before she goes full in? They're saying that Seth's got two people in his ears. Bullhorn Betty and Tony. Wonder where this is going to go.
Warm either way.
For me, I don't think it's fair what she. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I want to hear what you got to say.
Okay,
and then I'll tell you.
So I thought it was horrifying, and
Another thing I want to point out right quick is they can acknowledge the desperation and, Seth being emotional and all of that. They can give him that, but they can't give it to Chris and Katie. They've refused to give Chris and Katie any empathy or any sympathy or any acknowledgement that they might be feeling the exact same. They cut them down for every little single thing, including words that they fuck up. They intentionally fuck up those words, and then they cut them down over and over again and critique them. But they'll give it to Seth. He's got people in his ears, right?
Use that word carefully. Horrifying. The whole crying baby recording in the middle of the night, with the Clinton Simon case. I thought that whole welcome to the Bullhorn Betty shit show, I thought that was just nuts and just crazy. I think that ever since
I hope Tony, Nick, and Seth get the memo. Have your team members, please. We love this for you. I, for one, am like cheering that she's a part of your team. Yay, good pick.
The Ford case, though, I think things have kind of calmed down with her. Yeah, so I haven't heard any more of that, but things got so bizarre with the Clinton Simon thing but that was really my only complaint. I don't watch her. I don't know really anything about what she does.
Well, I'm pretty much where you are. Me and it's pretty much, that's how I feel. I think the hate against her is not warranted when she
like if she's not out there doing all that wild crap, she seems like she just kind of stays on her side of the field. I think people are a little hard on her. I do. But
this is called posturing. She called her an opportunist earlier.
With that said, I know how she works too.
Oh.
And she will take people to court.
Oh.
And I mean, she's going through it with, I think, Queen Bee and one other person.
Oh, she acknowledges that Bullhorn Betty was taking Queen to court, but last night she had some other shit to say. Oh.
But my whole thoughts are,
Yes.
you know, she's probably right there with Tony telling Seth, you know, send a cease and desist out to make it stop.
Oh my God, I didn't think of that.
Oh my God, did they just blame Bullhorn Betty for being behind some of the fuckery with Tony that Seth was getting into? Say it ain't so. Becky's just a dumb hoe.
Yeah. Yeah, because her and Tony
God.
are thick as thieves now, girl. They are.
I don't want that as a mental image. I do not want that in my head.
Oh, hell. I love this for you guys so much.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about relationship, but I can tell you they're really they've she's got her way in the door, her foot in the door with this, you know, like that's why she was able to get that interview with Seth the other day. And
oh, did we just run into a wall? Oof. This last little speed bump is a little real big speed bump.
There's no doubt in my mind, allegedly guessing, you know, she probably told him send out some cease and desist. But
so did Bullhorn, is she the one that sued Queen Bee?
Yes, she's the one that's current.
Burger Patty, which team member hasn't left or been released? That's the easier question.
Currently running the clock out on Queen.
Wow.
Ooh.
That's crazy, isn't it?
So she just acknowledged that Betty is literally running the clock out on Queen Bee. Yes, she did.
I think she is.
What supposedly did Queen Bee do wrong?
They would go live and talk about her a lot, like make fun of her and stuff.
Okay. All right.
So I think it's like, is it slander? You got? I don't even know, because like I'm not really a big, you know, QB fan or anything, but I do. BHB has been to court for a year now. She can't even pay for a new car. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Well, so it said, I don't know if somebody can tell me. I really don't keep up, but from my understanding, Bullhorn Betty, it has been said that she brags about she will take someone to court and just extend it to basically exhaust all of their resources, you know, ride the clock out on them. So till they're broken. Yeah. I mean, and I don't know if that's true. I've heard that. But if that's the case, it really makes me think about, here we go. Seth does an interview with BHB and Tony, you know, are chumming it up over on TikTok. And then 2 weeks go by and here we are.
Yeah.
7 cease and desist letters.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And for Seth and Tony, you guys, it is amazing. Maybe you don't want the help of all of these researchers and people going out there actually, you know, boots on the ground, actually doing the work, but you're actually making it so that the next missing child, the next missing person, nobody is going to step up to volunteer because of the way that you guys are treating those volunteers. So at least I would.
Well, shit. Are they saying it's because how Seth and Tony were treating volunteers that people weren't going to want to work with them? But where'd all these threats come from? God, I got whiplash. I need a neck brace after this one.
I think that you would have a little bit of consideration just for the common good, you know? It's weird. It's a weird case.
And of course, I forgot about this part too. So I guess she's over there calling JLR the head of the snake against Seth,
we cannot forget that Betty is very scorned right now because JLR has a new girlfriend named Magnolia, and
Yeah.
Betty's like over there saying that she's a, you know, home wrecker and all this other stuff. So she's mad. She's mad.
Yo, Bets, this is your girl now, a part of your team. How do you feel about that? She called you an opportunist. I would love to see you react to this. How do you feel about that, Bets?
And so it's no wonder JLR is getting hit, you know, from Robin and probably Seth too.
Oh my gosh.
It's
so much-
awful, man.
It is awful. Sad. It's really sad. Sebastian, you know, it really should only be about Sebastian. That's the truth.
Well, oh my God.
They just want people to be quiet. They want the case to disappear, be like Summer Wells, no resolution, because then whoever did it is off scot-free.
Well, and Footloose and Fancy Free.
That's right.
Jason, I don't think anything's intact at this point. My belt fell off. My wheels fell off. I need oil change. My undercarriage definitely fell off a long time ago. I'm fucked, man. We've way gone beyond past. I mean, it's a full engine overhaul at this point.
That's right.
Here, I'm gonna play the rest of this. I think this is about it. So I want to read that.
Again, they can't say anything about Seth. Fine, your feelings are hurt. You don't want people saying negative things about you. Okay, whatever. But for God's sakes, these people are helping you find your child.
Yes.
What is wrong with you, man? What is wrong with you?
She's
Who
right.
is advising you? Who in the name of God is telling you to do this stupidest thing I've ever heard?
Exactly.
Of a parent of a missing child to do.
Have you ever seen
My
her
God,
like this?
my
Never.
goodness. The thing
Never
is
seen
that
her
when
this
Seth first
bad.
came out, after we dealt with Chris Proudfoot and Katie, and Chris Proudfoot proudly saying that he hit Sebastian with a belt, that disgusted me. And I said it to his face. I thought it was abusive.
We cannot forget that. And she did. I love her because she did. Out of everybody, she was the same to this man as she was behind his back.
Absolutely.
I've got respect for her, and it really does. I've never seen her upset like this. But it's true. We cannot lose sight of that either, though, because I feel like, Jules, because now all of this is happening, it's like people are completely forgetting about the red flags that everybody was up in arms about, you know, the belt, the fact that they're asked describe Sebastian's strengths and weaknesses, and they can't give you one strength.
Not one.
I'm so mad about, like, it just makes me want to cry the way that this baby was treated.
Yep.
Justin was up here last night, and I completely forgot about this. He had 2 cats. Sebastian had 2 cats in California. And you know, they asked what was a way to get Sebastian to come to you, and he said, have cats. Like, that's how much that kid loved the cats.
Yeah.
And you took them from him.
And
You
they
took
took
his 2 little
snakes.
cats. Yep.
Horrible. Just horrible.
They took the snake, they took the cats, he took his belongings and made him throw them away himself.
Now that lit me up. I'm not gonna lie. I was livid when I heard that.
Meanwhile, the first one to ever take animals away from Sebastian was Seth Rogers out of his own mouth. He took 2 dogs away after the dog drug him. That's when he told us that he had dogs for his autism when he wasn't even diagnosed with autism when they were in California. But, you know, there it goes. I think we've found enough. Everybody understand? Everybody see what we need to see? Oh, let's do this one more time, just because this might be the best part of this whole live stream. I really love this. Probably love it too much. Okay, self-admittedly, I love this, but I mean, she's not wrong for this. Britt, I actually agree with you on this one. Should have stuck on this lane.
Terrible.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see where this goes. I mean, at the end of the day, Betty is absolutely an opportunist. I'm not ashamed to say that, in my opinion. Allegedly, she's an opportunist. So, you know, I think she's seeing that Tony is her way to get to Seth. And I heard that Seth is like giving her interviews and things now.
Well, I have lost so much respect for
Well, I think we just got a good once over about she's not the only opportunist in this whole situation. You yourself just proved you're pretty opportunistic if you ask me. You kind of played all sides of the coin right there. Postured yourself, positioned yourself, still are stuck on stupid, still continue to miss the point, still don't know the facts of the case, still have no clue what you're doing. But now you just think you're doing the most, right? Because Seth and Tony and Nick and everybody are in your chat and you gave them all wrenches and you sing kumbaya, kumbaya. I wonder how they're going to feel about seeing all this shit that you talked. I mean, hey, you want to say sanctimonious, I want to say opportunist. One and the same, right? Not so much. Not so much. I love this for you. I really do. Welcome to the jungle. Never. She wouldn't have drug. What did we learn today? What did we learn? That BJ thinks that Tony is a snake oil salesman. He's a fraud. That he was going to start GoFundMes. That he was bad for Seth. Betty's an opportunist. She was mad at Seth. She knows Betty likes to run the clock out when she's suing Queen Bee, even though last night she said other things. We saw her go after, Deets and Allie and MJ. Meanwhile, 7 months ago, she did the same thing and get a bunch of memberships. Kind of wash, rinse, repeat. What else did we learn? Anything else exciting? Oh, that she can't understand the word if. The word if. That word. Phony Tony. Yep. What else did BJ teach us with her own words? I mean, I like when Kyle's away, nonsense comes out to play. I know. I have time. I got the time today. Yes, OG. They were talking about. Yep. Oh, Marigold, thank you. Honestly, there's some of it's just knowing where to go look, and then I use the transcript. I use Command F like a mofo. That's my little thing right there. I will remember. Wait a second. You said, and she's deleted a ton. And there's a lot more here. I just went for a couple days. I mean, this is May 30th. This one here is, what is this one? The date on this one is June 8th. I just barely touched the surface of this. And she's deleted a ton of stuff. But I just wanted to once again remind people of who this is. It's never been about anything but the grift for her. It's never been about posturing for whatever benefits her most at the time. She will ride any side of the fence. She will do whatever she needs to get acknowledgement and noticed. That's it. It's never been about the missing child. And I'm sorry, I'm going to say that. It's not. We have no indication. I'm going to wrap it up like this. We have no indication that any of the parents are involved in the disappearance of Sebastian. But people like Brittany have absolutely played a hand in the muddying of the waters against Seth, against Tony, against the entire team. They've done that. Well, she tries to hide her hands and say that she didn't do any of that. She absolutely did. She did a bunch of that. And it's quite, Dexter, come on. Their own words take you here. There's nothing better that you can do than play their own words. I love this for them, that they're a team and that they're all buddied up and grouped up together. It makes my work easy, because for me, it's about the narratives that they continue to push. Why are they pushing these narratives? Because in order to keep the content going, in order to keep the victimhood status going for all of them, they have to put out these speculative, I can't talk. The speculation. They've got to grasp onto that. They've got to try to poke holes in things. They've got to try to continue to do it. That's why we're wash, rinse, repeating. The threats have came prominent, so they're using useful idiots that will push those, like CJ, Uncle Taco. There's no proof of any of that happening. They've got to continue to do that because it keeps people engaged. It keeps people wanting to know more. Like, oh, they're holding on for something when reality is there's nothing there. Now, the stuff with Joseph Lesniak, if there's something there, law enforcement's going to handle that. That will be the end of that. So I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you for spending 3.5 hours with me tonight. I'm going to go hang out with the little ones. I got more stuff to do tomorrow. And I promise you guys, we will get back to the whiteboard, but I got tapped in on this one today and I was like, I can take this. I can one up this one a little bit here and just take it a little further back. So, but I really highly want to go back to the drawing board and show you guys that foundation of the team building and how each one fell apart. It's going to take me a little bit though, because I'm anal, as you guys know, but I really appreciate you guys having the the strength to hold through these with me, because it's whiplash. It's like, holy shit. How did we get here? Thank you once again to all my mods. Thank you guys for all the support, everybody being in here. If you wouldn't mind, I'm going to do it, Brittany. Hit that thumbs up for me. You can even hit the thumbs down for me. I don't really care. And BJ, like I said before at the beginning of this, I gave you the opportunity to start off the month with a good victimhood status. But while you're playing that card, make sure you play your own words back to them and tell them all the things that you said. Show them this live. Play this live and walk it through, bitch. Play it. Play it. I challenge you. Do you have the cojones to play your own words and cover for the shit that you were a part of? We'll see. Good night, y'all. Have a wonderful evening. I will see you guys soon. Bye.